Wednesday, everyone. That was I almost broke into the challenge song there, didn't I? Almost, but not quite. How you doing? No, that kind of prolonged happy was just while I was going through my days of the week and thinking, what day of the week is it? Is it actually Wednesday? Does it feel like a Wednesday to everyone today? Does it feel like, Irene, does it feel like a Wednesday to you?
No, not at all.
What does it feel like to you in the world of Irene?
Oh, that's a difficult question. I reckon it's a Saturday. Or even a Sunday, because the roads are quiet, aren't they?
The roads are quiet, yes.
Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday, yeah. Got the weekend feeling, yeah, yeah. Kelly, what day of the week is it for you?
Monday.
A Monday.
Oh.
What about, oh, Cassie's going for a Monday as well. Yes, nodding her head in agreement there. We've got Irene on the show today. First time I've ever worked with Irene.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very, very good, thank you. Are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you very much.
Good.
Apparently Irene said that she'd heard that I'm a bit crazy.
It was only a little bit. In a very nice way.
We've all got to be a bit crazy, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Life would be just boring if we were all just kind of straight down the line and, you know.
Happy crazy, though.
Hey?
Happy crazy.
Yeah.
Want to be in Carol's world.
Oh, yeah. Come into my world. Right, okay, so I've had a lovely few days away in Norfolk.
Oh.
I think I might have eaten my own body weight in clotted cream. Cake, scones, tea, all that great stuff. Loads of cheese as well. Oh, it's been very nice. Right, okay, so we've got an amazing show for you today. We really do. We've got loads and loads and loads of incredible pieces on today's show. Let me show you what's coming up at 10 a.m. The most beautiful strand of pink. This isn't pink. Purple amethyst faceted drops. This is most definitely purple. Absolutely gorgeous quality faceted amethyst drops. Stunning, stunning, stunning. The most wonderful strand. Check that out. Isn't it gorgeous? Deep black currant and blueberry colours. That's coming up at 10 a.m. so you've got less than an hour to wait for that bad boy coming up. We've also got a really, really wonderful matrix collection. This is absolutely 100% brand new. If you're watching the little kind of videos just before we went live today, then you would have seen this being advertised. An amazing brand new matrix collection. This is absolutely stunning. Loads and loads and loads of your precious metal plated copper clasps here. You've got S-link clasps. You've got some lovely detailing on some of these. In fact, if I just take some of these out actually, because they're just gorgeous. Look at that. Look at the detailing on that. Isn't that beautiful? The most wonderful kind of braided, woven detail on loads of these. You've got some really big ones as well. Look at the size of this one. Really, really huge S-hook connector there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous quality. All of these are going to be coming up a little bit later on the show. What time are we doing in the Matrix collection? Is it midday? Yeah, so midday for this brand new Matrix box. There's loads and loads and loads of clasps in there, which is going to be great. We've got some amazing genuine gemstone bundles. We've also got loads of Hessian as well, because we're going to be seeing a demo involving the Hessian ribbon. This is one of the demos today. How gorgeous is this? Absolutely beautiful. With my mug of tea there, sorry, out of the way. With a really, really awesome, sorry, this is included in a really, really fantastic kit that we've got today. The three demos you're going to see on today's show are really, really different. You're going to be seeing a demo with the Hessian ribbon. You're also going to be seeing a demo with some awesome lace, how to make almost a hat fascinator out of a big piece of lace. And you're also going to get a chance to see some gemstone crochet as well. So Irene's going to be showing us three really, really different demos, which I think is really, really fantastic because the three kits are so different today. They're all going under £30, our kits today as well. It's going to be amazing. Right, early bird special, everyone. This is oh, there he is. There he is, the early bird. There he is. Hi, with his little legs. Hi. He's beautiful, isn't he? We do love our early bird, Robin. Right, okay, so early bird special today, we're starting off with some 925 sterling silver. These are absolutely gorgeous. You can get involved with Jewellery Maker in two different ways, either by calling us on our free phone number at the bottom of the screen, 0800 644 655, or by getting involved on our website, jewellerymaker.com. It's so simple, it's so easy to get involved. Have a look at this early bird special. These are gorgeous. 925 sterling silver bow charms. Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they beautiful? You can tell this is 925 sterling silver, can't you? Because of the beautiful reflective quality of that precious metal. They've got a 925 stamp on the back of the charm just there. It's smooth and so decadent. It almost looks like it's made from silver ribbon, doesn't it? And you can see the kind of ribbon draping. It's beautiful the way that these have been crafted, don't you think? Yeah, just gorgeous. You're going to be getting a pack of 3 of these, so think about it. You can make a pair of earrings and a beautiful pendant out of it. You can maybe have one as a centerpiece to a really beautiful ring. Yeah, one as a ring, that'd be nice. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Just the right size. And then maybe one as a pendant. You could do some gorgeous, maybe some macrame with sterling silver wire and make a gorgeous ring out of these. These are beautiful, aren't they, Irene?
I think that's really nice. I was just thinking what you've just said about them having a tiny little 4mm drop gemstones hanging off the centerpiece, and
nice
having
idea.
the bow as the main piece, just as a tiny little delicate necklace. With gorgeous.
They're so sweet, aren't they? They've got such fluidity, haven't they, for something which is actually really rigid. It's, you know, it's precious metal. I mean, they've got a beautiful fluidity about them, almost as if the ribbon's kind of flapping in the wind. It's just gorgeous.
It'd be lovely with a beautiful satin ribbon as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
Lovely.
And do you know something? It's really not easy to make charms like this, because when you make a charm like this, it's so easy to look at them and think, oh, it's a beautiful charm. Yeah, I'll definitely come through and get, you know, 3 or 4 packs of those. Think about the length of time it takes for this charm to arrive here in the UK. It's got to be designed, so that's pen to paper. It's then got to have a mould made of the design. You've then got to test it out with base metal, see if it works. Then and only then, after some pretty rigorous quality control processes, will this be attempted with precious metal. And then, of course, you've got to go through another quality control process entirely, because, of course, it's precious metal. It is just that. You don't want to mess, a quality piece like this up. The amount of precious metal in these is absolutely gorgeous. They feel so beautifully substantial. 3 of these gorgeous charms in total. Most of you coming through to get these already are multi-buying. You're coming through to get 2 packs of these, which is great. If you want to multi-buy anything on today's show, either speak to the call centre and ask for them to add 2 or 3 or 4 or however many packs of these you want to your order. If you're shopping with us on our website, then just alter the quantity which is added to your basket. Check your baskets out as quickly as you can. 3 of your 925 sterling silver bow charms. Here's your price point for all 3 of these today. £10.95p.
Very good.
Now, we're all in a bit of agreement here. That price point's a bit weird, isn't it? £10.95. Doesn't sit with me. Can we make it £9.95? Yeah! £9.95 for your 95 sterling silver bow charms. Absolutely beautiful. I'm really, I think these would make an awesome ring. They're just that right kind of size, aren't they? Imagine that, Irene. It's a beautiful ring. How beautiful would that be?
That's really dainty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Really. I was thinking, you were saying about some people multi-buying. If you work that out, you could make a ring, a bracelet and a pair of earrings, and then the rest that's left over, you could make an extra set, sell them and recuperate your money.
You could do, couldn't you? A bracelet would be nice, having just one of these in the centre. And then just chain coming off either side.
Small pearls either side.
Yeah, nice idea.
Yeah, I like that.
Really love the idea. Loads and loads and loads of people coming through for these. Well done. Lots and lots of people saying, yeah, do you know what? I want some of those. Sorry, Claire, I've left my glasses at home today. Sharon in Berkshire says, it's my birthday and Sammy's too. Guess it's Sammy's birthday as well. And Sharon. Well, I'd better sing happy birthday to you then. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Sharon and Sammy. Da 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 da.
Aww.
You're going to have a very happy birthday now, aren't you? Come on, I know you will. Happy birthday. It's my birthday soon. May the 9th, I can't wait. Just before the baby arrives.
Are you a Taurus then?
On my birthday I could be in labour. That's a really nice thought. Happy birthday! That would be it'd be a lovely birthday present. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to share my birthday with my child. It's all about me on my birthday. It's all about me. Not about anyone else. It's about me. I'm one of those people who stretches their birthday celebrations over a fortnight. You know, none of this kind of like, oh, I just want to keep it quiet. Like, it's my birthday! And everyone's got to know about it. So this is like me sowing the seed to wait for all the presents to arrive and... No? Okay, fair enough. When's your birthday, Irene?
I've just had it.
Have you? When was it?
I had a big one.
Did you? 21 again?
Yeah.
21 today?
Yeah.
When was your birthday?
31st of March.
Really? So it was just the other day? Did you have a nice time?
I didn't know where I was going. I had a week away.
Right.
And it was a surprise, so I didn't know till I got to the airport.
Oh, you went away?
Yeah, and well, we've had a little challenge, my husband and I, because we've both got the same birthday, and basically we've set each other a goal. I can't beat what he did for me, so I'm not going to try. But yeah, so I ended up in New York.
No.
Then I went to New Jersey.
No.
And then I went to Las Vegas.
Oh!
All in 1 week. It was brilliant. And then
That's like the best present ever.
And then when we were walking down the road on my birthday, I looked down and I found a few dollars. So my husband turned around and he said, oh, you'll have to use it on one of those machines. I said, oh no, I don't like gambling. So we did, and I pressed the button, and I gave him $1. I found $2. I gave my husband one, didn't get anything.
Love it.
Put mine in, didn't win anything. You have 2 goes. The next time I pressed the button, it went ching, 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 and I got $50 on my 50th birthday. Isn't that really good?
You couldn't make that up. That's amazing.
I know, I was really happy.
Okay, tech subject today: best and worst presents. Best and worst. That is like the best present ever, isn't it?
Yeah.
New York, New Jersey, Las Vegas, and $50 on a slot machine. That is brilliant. Our text number is 60777. Start your text with the word JM Studio. Standard network charges apply. Best and worst Best and worst birthday presents. My best birthday present ever. I've had lots of amazing birthdays. I've had some really, really lovely birthdays. Oh, I don't know. I have to think about that. Worst birthday presents. An ex-boyfriend of mine bought me some really weird shoes that were 2 sizes too small for me. I think I might have been buying them for someone else because they clearly weren't for me. They weren't my taste at all, and they were 2 sizes too small. It was rubbish. And that was it. Yeah, I don't think he even kept the receipt for the shoes. So I tried to take them back, and they obviously assumed that I'd just stolen them and were trying to. Yeah, rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. I've got more than one pair of shoes. Surely he could have looked at a pair of shoes, turned them upside down. Size 39. She's a size 6. Yeah, lovely. And then bought me the according size. No. Size 4. Do I look like I've got size 4 feet? Right. Liz in Kent says, the best present my husband got me was a JM course voucher. Worst, same man got me 2 toilet seats. You are joking me. He bought you loo seats. Were they those kind of perspexy ones with things floating in, with like the fish and the seashells? Pretty much, aren't they? But a JM course voucher, great. That's awesome. That's an amazing present. Well done, everyone who's coming through for these. Well done. Loads of people multi-buying these today, which I'm really happy about. Well done. They are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? 3 beautiful 925 sterling silver bow charms there. Wendy in Surrey. Worst birthday present. Someone at work gave me a packet of 3 knickers with 1 missing. That's just wrong. I assumed that the knickers were new that were in the pack of 3. At least the 2 pairs that you got were new. Unused, unworn. Hopefully. Well done, everyone. You don't do that, do you? I mean, I've said this story quite a few times on JM. Christmas presents. A friend of mine got a blank, this is how long ago it was, a blank VHS videotape, and her brother got a camera film, and written, it was either on the camera film or on the videotape, it said, free videotape with this camera film. So, you know, it was just a free gift, really. That's bad, isn't it? That's really bad. You just wouldn't bother, you'd just send them a card with a nice little message in, wouldn't you? Right, okay, so challenge, Irene. See, we can have Irene back on the show, because what's this Mr. Majika thing going on with my hair? Mr. Majika. It's when I get excited. We've got Irene on the show today. Your name fits in beautifully with the challenge song.
Oh, okay.
You're saying, oh, okay, as if you've never heard the challenge song. I've literally just sung it to you, Irene.
Is that it?
Don't even go there.
I just thought you could repeat
Cancel the next show, everyone. She's not coming back on. You may well laugh. There's a lot of time and effort that went into the writing of that song, Irene.
Yeah. Have you recorded it?
Oh, you know what? Just don't even try and take the mickey.
It was a beautiful song.
Yeah, that definitely is a trapdoor offence. Yes, I have power of the trapdoor.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
Irene.
I'm not going to upset you.
Is she being sarcastic to me today? It's the first time I've ever worked with her.
Oh, dear.
Giving Janet Dwyer a run for her money. Like how I'm calling her Janet. Working with her tomorrow. Preparing myself for the worst. Right, okay, so Delight bundle here. Absolutely gorgeous. Totally natural gemstone here. I love this gem. A lot of lapis lazuli that you might find in the marketplace, and actually some of the lapis lazuli that we have here at JM will be dyed. This is entirely natural, and actually I've seen this when I was over in China about 3 years ago in a massive rough gemstone market, and it looks just the same. It's absolutely beautiful when it's in its rough state to how it looks now. You get this gorgeous mottling quality. It reminds me of those blue and white willow pattern Wedgwood plates, which I just absolutely love. This has got the most wonderful natural marbling running through it. You're going to be getting loads and loads and loads of sodalite here, as you can see from that recording there. You've got 4mm faceted rounds. Next. Oh no, sorry, I beg your pardon. These are 3mm faceted rounds. You've then got 4mm faceted rounds. You've also got 6mm rounds, which are unfaceted. You've also got 8mm faceted rounds, and also a strand of 8x5mm faceted rondelles. Now, beautiful bundle here. 5 strands of sodalite. Irene, trends for kind of spring and summer. We've got guest designers who make their jewellery really according to a lot of the trends which are approaching. Debbie Bulford's one of our guest designers who always seems to do this, and she's right when she says trends that always seem to come back every summer are things like nautical stripes, blue and white as well, kind of white shirts with blue jeans. It's a really strong theme every single spring and summer. This would just look absolutely perfect, wouldn't
fabulous,
it?
and
Trend.
Definitely, and this is one of the colours for this year.
Definitely, yeah.
And sort of an orangey peach colour. And those two go absolutely beautiful together, really nice. And the vibrant orange colours as well go really nice with this stone. But the quality about this kit, I mean, obviously this is my challenge, and the sizing of the stones, they're all blending so nicely together. It's a fantastic kit. I love the versatility of the sizes of the stones, because they're just complementing each other straight away.
Well, you're right, because you've got 4 round strands. You've got strands in here which you can make that graduated jewellery with. Design-wise, you've got gemstones in here perfect for earrings, necklaces, bracelets, beautiful beady beads out of these gorgeous little 3mm seed beads as well. And do you know what this reminds me of? It really does remind me of that kind of stonewashed denim quality. And pretty much everyone's got a pair of blue denim jeans, haven't they? And this is going to give you that, this is really going to complement that kind of look. Now, design-wise, what kind of ideas do you have for your designs today?
Well, exactly what you were saying, really. I like the idea of the versatility of the different length of the, you know, the different sizes of the gemstones. So what I've tried to do is make a nice piece with those, incorporating them to flow nicely together.
Gorgeous. So you're going to be doing some graduated pieces, maybe. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I think when you do your kind of knotted pearl necklaces and knotted pearl bracelets, I think this will really fit in as well, because it's beautiful and round, and they will work really well in that knotted design. We're going to bring the price on screen. I've got loads of people there waiting to see how low we take this. £14.95p for 5 strands of natural sodalite. Absolutely incredible. That works out to less than £3 a strand. Absolutely amazing for genuine natural sodalite. Absolutely gorgeous. And do you know what? There are so many other gemstones out there that we can bring you that are made to look like this, such as your dyed magnesite and your dyed howlite. This looks the way it is, naturally, 100% natural. You've got that stonewashed denim look, you've got that beautiful blue and white nautical look as well. And when you're thinking about adding different colours to this, why not have a go at what Irene says, you know, putting quite strong colours with this, like your strong oranges, or maybe your strong reds as well. You know, if you want to put your reds with this, you'd have a really, really lovely quality as well. And think about your findings as well, because your find will go with silver, with rose gold, with yellow gold, with antique bronze as well. It will go with all of those gorgeous findings that we've got here on Jewellery Maker. So just have a go with this. Lots of people coming through for this. I've got Julie, Rosemary, Anonymous, Janet, Jeanette, Anonymous, Wendy, Julia, Joan, Stella, Christine, Cheryl, Karina, Marion, Anonymous. I've got loads of people coming through. Patricia, John and Janet have just come through to get 2 of these. Well done to you. Jenny and Kent as well. Loads of people. Liz in Kent says, not even the glamorous Carol. You are. Yeah. Just plain, just. Oh, you're talking. You're talking about the loose seats. Not even that glamorous, Carol. Just plain wood. He said he couldn't think of anything else. So your husband bought you. You're still with your husband, because you got purely for the reason he got you the JM workshop voucher. Awesome present. And when he couldn't think of what to give you, he got you 2 wooden loo seats. That is just... That's terrible, isn't it? Denise in Nottinghamshire says, my best present was on my 50th when I was taken by Stretch Limo to my surprise party. Awesome. Aww. Worst bit, my daughter forgot to order my meal. Great, so you didn't even get to eat, you had to watch everyone else eat. That's hilarious. That's awful, isn't it? Sharon in Essex. Hi Carol, my worst birthday present was a 3-pack of American tan tights from my now ex-mother-in-law. That's bad, isn't it? That's bad. Joan in Wrexham. My worst present ever was a Barbara Cartland novel. Oh, I love it. Barbara Cartland. God rest her. I had asked for something personal and romantic, meaning a piece of jewellery, and you basically got a Mills and Boon novel, didn't you? That is that bad. That's totally misconstrued, isn't it? Tracy in Hertfordshire. On my 40th, my husband bought me a plant, a cactus. He'd forgotten, and that's all the shop had left. Tracy in Hertfordshire.
At least you got a present.
I don't know, I think I might have preferred not to have got a present than to have got a cactus. I thought you'd like this. Something spiky. Lovely. That's me. Wendy in Surrey, Def New, also, the pants, the knickers were definitely new. Also gave me a Christmas card that someone gave her, but Tipaxed out the name and wrote mine over it! That's awful. That's dreadful. I mean, I'm all up for recycling Christmas cards and stuff like that, and making them into labels and things like that and putting them in the recycling bin. You don't physically Tipex someone's name out and then give them the same cut. That's awful. You'd make your own, wouldn't you? Lizette in Germany says, worst, coffee cups, looking like a cowarder with matching plates. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Comedy cups. Best, journey to Vienna and Austria and a diamond ring. That's a bit more like it, isn't it?
Oh.
Cowarder cups with the matching plates. Happy birthday. Jennifer Withers. Hi girls, I'm hand knotting lapis and sodalite even as we speak. There we go, Jenny and Mosley. I used to live in Mosley. Lovely. Yeah, you see, knotting your round faceted and your round unfaceted gemstones is absolutely gorgeous. It even works with the rondelles as well. I don't know what it is about sodalite, but I think it looks absolutely fantastic in a knotted necklace or knotted bracelet kind of quality. Can't wait to see what Irene makes out of all these. Well done. Loads of people still coming through for these. We've now got Lila and Dawn and Margaret and Tracy and Tina and Patricia and Heather and Audrey. Another Patricia as well coming through from the West Midlands. Well done, everyone. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Well done, everyone. So that's yours today for £14.95, under £3 a strand. Okay, coming up at 10 a.m. is... Hope you're all having a nice Easter, by the way. Did you get loads of chocolate? Hattie got a little bit of chocolate, which of course my husband and I are working our way through because we're saving her teeth. Actually, I went to see Lucy the other day, presenter Lucy, and Charlie, her little one, was asleep upstairs, and Lucy, me, and presenter Ruth sat downstairs and ate one of his Easter eggs because we said we were saving his teeth. So we all shared an Easter egg. It was really nice. Okay, so Amethyst coming up at about 10 a.m. Can't wait to bring you this. It's absolutely gorgeous. Stunning, 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 stunning. The most wonderful purples, the most wonderful quality. Oh, and an amazing price point as well. Angela in Worcestershire, I got a steam iron for Christmas and an ironing board the following month for my birthday with a card saying, "Can I iron his clothes?" Needless to say, he got dumped. I have to say though, some of those steam irons can be quite expensive, so it's quite nice to get one as a gift, but that's dreadful, isn't it? An ironing board, and then he said, "Can you iron my clothes?" Cheeky. That's really cheeky, isn't it? Well, we've got another one. No, I can't read this out. Pauline, my worst present was off my son for my 60th. It was a packet of incontinence pad. Oh no. We got some great prezzies, such teasers. That is dreadful, isn't it? Right. Brand new kit. Now, all three of our kits today are really, really different. They're all going under £30. They're all limited in stock. You've got to get them now. Okay, so Debbie Wolf has still left her torch here, which is really good torch. She's not going to get that back. Okay, so brand new kit. You've had fun with this, haven't you, Irene?
I have actually, yeah. Oh, don't worry, it'll go.
Do you know what it reminds me of? I went to the ballet a couple of weeks ago to see Swan Lake.
Ah.
And this really reminds me of the kind of the costumes in the show. It's absolutely beautiful. It's not very often that we get kits on Jewellery Maker that kind of branch into millinery and branch into that side of kind of crafting, is it? This is absolutely gorgeous stuff, isn't it? You must have been so happy to have got all this.
Yes, because I didn't use it all, but the thing was that once you look at the lace and you think, what am I going to do with that? And then you start playing with it and you realise there is so much you can do with it. Not just for jewellery, you could make handbags, clutch bags, you could make, you know, more accessories to add to your, you know, like a nice t-shirt, and you could make a lovely underneath complementary piece to add to a basic t-shirt. But once I started having a go for jewellery, you start to be adventurous, and I think it's really good for people that want to have a bit of fun as well. Definitely. I think you're right, Irene. I think when you start to look at this lace as to what it can do for you with jewellery, goodness me, the scope for this is endless. I love the way you've layered all this lace. I mean, they look like feathers. It looks so decadent. It's just beautiful. And then on this piece here, you really get to see the beauty. You get to see the beauty of that lace. It's such high quality as well. I know what you mean about accessorising what you've got. I mean,
Obviously the top I've got on is a little bit of a bad example because it is a maternity top, but you know, just stitching something like this underneath, on a kind of underneath your bust on a t-shirt, you can really start to accessorize what you've got, all those plain tops that you've got, and make maybe accessorize an arm, or maybe maybe making your sleeves a little bit longer on a piece.
And with the heat in the summer coming, you want something light and airy to do, but the thing is, it's very classy. Lace is always classy, and any colour that you put that on top of will pop that colour. So if you put it on top of white, you know, your oranges, your reds, your blues, it's just going to make everything look so different.
Thinking about V-neck tops as well, I've got a few V-neck tops at home that are really just that little bit too low, and just stitching a little piece of that lace just underneath that, it's going to kind of it's going to kind of give you a bit more modesty, isn't it, when it comes to wearing a top like that. So if you're quite big busted and and maybe you've got lots of V-neck tops but you feel a bit self-conscious, stitching just a small triangle or square of this just underneath that V is going to really help you feel a little bit more confident. You're going to be getting an entire reel of this. It's only ever been in one kit before, which sold out. This incredible netting you've got here, 10 meters in total. It's 6 inches wide. This is a really, really widthy lace that you've got here. You can see the detailing on this. The quality is just sublime. 10 meters in total of this incredibly detailed lace. Like I said, this has only ever been in one kit before. That kit sold out in just a few minutes. So it's a very, very popular product, okay? Whether you're going to be branching out into kind of using this in your textiles, or whether you're going to be using it like Irene has here, and we're going to see how she's used it in a second. You've then got 2 packs of our famous lace. Now, from speaking to guest designers like Gemma Crow, who actually gave a pack of this lace to one of her friends who is a milliner.
All right.
She wanted to get her genuine reaction regarding this lace. Her friend was amazed at the price point that we do this lace for. She was amazed at the quality of it. To my understanding, with lace like this, where you get lots of different parts to the lace, if you attempted to cut it up into smaller pieces, which you absolutely can do because there's lots of separate designs in one design, you might find that the lace might unravel. Apparently this has been finished off so beautifully that you can get away with cutting off smaller sections of this lace and they remain beautifully complete. You've got your sparkly silver pack here, where you've got 5 pieces. It is 5 pieces in each one, isn't it? Yeah, 5 pieces in each pack. It's absolutely beautiful. The quality is amazing. It's very heavy. It's all been kind of almost double stitched, so you get this beautiful.
It's got a lovely silk shine and glow to it, hasn't it? Like a white metallic coming through it. And I think when you get it home, when I've seen it, you just look at it and it's twice as good as it sees on the telly.
It really is.
Fabulous.
It really is. I couldn't agree more. It's beautiful. So you've got your sparkly silver lace, and then you've got your more of a gunmetal kind of quality here. I'll show the two together. These packs are normally about £9.95 each. So you've got your sparkly silver, and then can you see that's a little bit darker, a little bit more metallic, a bit less sparkly. So it's got less of that glittery quality running through it. This is beautiful. This is one of our most popular pieces of lace, and it's so decadent. Just imagine that sewn onto the back of a cardigan or something like that. I mean, really, really beautiful. The things you can do with these is just amazing. So 5 pieces here. There's a lovely one with a cherub on there as well. You've also got a mini matrix collection as well, which is silver-plated copper. Lots and lots of ribbon endings, as you can see there, with the little clasps on, with the S-hooks and the extender chains, 2 toggle clasps, jump rings and chain as well. I'll show you the toggle clasp actually, because you really get a good idea of how detailed these findings are. Isn't that beautiful? This is all silver-plated copper. That's just one of the toggle clasps there. Look how beautifully detailed that is. It's just been crafted so well. Okay, so you've got your mini matrix collection, and then you've got gemstones as well. Now the gemstones in here are just beautiful. Let's have a look at these. You've got your stunning labradorite ovals. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ovals of labradorite with that gorgeous blue and green coming out of here. Totally natural quality here, all the way from Madagascar, which is where some of the world's finest labradorite comes from. You've then got black pyrite buttons. centre drilled, or actually I should say from top to bottom drilled, pyrite buttons, so beautifully reflective, got that gorgeous, gorgeous metallic sheen going through them. It's almost like black spinel, isn't it? It's just wonderful. And then multicolour spinel from Thailand. Now this is some of the largest spinel I think I've ever bought you on Jewellery Maker. This has got this gorgeous mystic coating on it, and you can tell it's spinel straight away because of the reflective quality and the glossiness of it. This is some of the largest spinel I've ever bought you. I don't think I've ever bought you spinel this big. These are so decadent and smooth. Oh, they're just wonderful quality gemstones here. Really, really tremendous quality gemstones. 3 strands of gemstones. This enormous spool of highly decorative and decadent lace. You've then got your 2 packs of very detailed lace, which is these thousands and thousands and thousands of you have come through to get these lace packs over the last few months. They really are amazing. Plus your matrix collection as well. Now the price point for this kit today is amazing. All of our kits today, believe it or not, including this kit, all of our kits today are going under £30. Your deal today for this kit is amazing. Bear in mind, this lace, this beautiful big lace, has only been in 1 kit before. That kit sold out in such a short amount of time. Here's your price point today for this kit. It's just gorgeous. I've got loads of people already coming through to get this. We've only literally just bought your price. I've got so many people coming through to get this. I've got Lynn, Pat, Rapuanti, I've got Sheila, Anonymous, Caroline, Anonymous, Donna, Anonymous, Jennifer, Anonymous, in baskets. I've got loads of you with this in baskets. Your names are going off the screen at the minute. But I've got Dina, Lynn, Anonymous, Sarah, Bet, Jenny. You've got to check your baskets out. I've got loads of people coming through for this. Now, obviously, this is going to be a really popular kit, Irene. You've got some beautiful components in here. And I think the jewellery really... you have shown how far you can take this lace. How do you start making something like this? I wouldn't have a clue.
Do you know, that's exactly, my son came down and he said to me, Mum, I really like that necklace. That's probably the nicest one you've done. And I thought, really? And I was quite surprised. And then I said, well, I'm thinking now what to do with this reel of lace. And he turned around and we had a little chat and I said, yeah, I think I'm going to make a hat. And I'd never made one before.
Goodness me.
And that's my first go, I've got to be honest, because I always wanted to do a bit of avant-garde, you know, a headband. And I think it would be great for some of the venues that are coming up, whether, you know, you're doing a hen party
yeah.
And I thought it would be really good fun. Or if you've got a group of youngsters that want to start doing jewellery making, and they'll probably go around to nannies and say, Nan, can I play with your little craft cupboard? And you get them a reel of this, it goes on forever. So I thought, okay, I'm going to have a little go and see what happens. And one of the things that I do, as you know, I tend to work with lace a lot, is the first few things I always think about is coil it, weave it, plait it. And then I think what can come of that. And the versatility of this was the width. The width of this is beautiful lace, and it goes on forever. I've never seen a reel so, you know, so beautiful and good quality, and the amount on that reel. So I started playing with it and being flamboyant with it, not being tight as if to say I've only got a little amount. So the more I played with it, the more I got inspired to create that piece, and I think I've done quite well, really. I'm quite happy with it.
It's beautiful. Take us through this incredible hat, because I'd love to see how you do this. So I wouldn't have the first clue.
Okay, so what you want to do really is we've got some soutache sheets on our website. You could use those, and all you need to do really is, I'm going to show you how to make the actual hat piece. So we'll give you an insight to how it's done, and then you just adapt it with all the gemstones and the beautiful lace that we've got and a few feathers, and you know, decorate, you know, make it as decorative as you want to. Okay, so all you really need to do is obviously have your lace. I've used a few sheets of just, you know, probably foam, or that fantastic soutache sheets that we've got on our website. And all I did was, this was a small A5 one, and all you need to do really is, the width of the hat that we're looking for is, I basically chopped it in half. Okay, and it doesn't have to be really neat, to be honest with you, because you're going to be hiding it with the lace. And then what you want to do is, you're going to make the base of the lace, which is sort of a tube. Okay, now for that to sit quite nice onto the top part of the hat, what you do need to do is probably just snip it just randomly, probably about 1/2 centimetre along like this. Okay, and what that does then, that'll help you sit it down on top of your circle base that you're going to do. All right, so I'm just going to pop that aside a minute. What I can do actually, I can get you to help me if you would.
Yeah.
Yay, you can be part of my hat design.
Get involved. None of the guest designers allow me to get involved.
Oh, why not? It's all good fun.
I agree. Now, you can use the E6000 glue for that, can't you?
Oh, definitely. The reason why I'm just using this one is because it's a quick drying glue. But fabric glues, but the E6000 I absolutely love because I know it's going to stay secure for me. So can I get you just to hold that for me just a few seconds? It doesn't take long. And then while you're doing that, all we need to do now is we want to actually do the top of the hat. So what we need to do is do a circle. So literally the A5 piece I got, I'm just going to roughly make a circle. So I'm just going to get myself a square piece. You can work this out. Like I say, there's no real big rules on this. You can be more precise if you want to, but literally all I'm going to do is make a random circle.
I like the way you're being quite rough with this.
You know, this is why it's fun, you know, because some people really do worry about, I mean, obviously if you're going to make it for a very special occasion, then take a bit more time. But what we're doing is we just want to show you just how versatile using laces, and don't be scared of it because it's going to hide a multitude of things for you. So all we need to do then is we've got our circle piece and we've got one we made earlier. Ta-da! And all you're going to do is we're going to get the glue and you're literally going to base the glue and put it around the outside. Okay, see, it's all good fun, isn't it? I mean, any age bracket can do this. Even when the baby comes, within a few months the baby could make one.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine it. You'll be in the hospital and everybody going, what are you doing today? Oh, I've missed Jewellery Maker, I'm going to be making a baby's hat. So, yeah. And then all you do is you tuck those little slits in and it's going to sit on top and it'll dry. Okay? And then that's really all we do, and we play with that and we manipulate it. And can you see how you've got your structure working?
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, okay, so that's roughly how that would work. But as you know, we've made one earlier. Okay, so this is where we can start getting a bit more into the fun. Because it's nice and light, I've got the structure, and it looks a little bit like, well, it is, it's a top hat.
It's like a little pillbox hat, it's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So what we want to do now is we want to decorate it with the lace. So first of all, we'll just come back to this one, and all I'm going to do is, this will dry more so, but we'll pretend it's all dry. We're going to take a good length, so probably the width of your Kamahimo board, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're just going to snip that.
It's about 17, 18 inches, I think, yeah.
Oh, good, there you go. I knew I didn't have to bring my ruler when you were here.
Well, it's all the pops and answers, but yeah, it's about that much.
Was you good at maths then?
No.
Oh.
Managed to get a C at GCSE, I don't know how.
I don't even know what my results were.
Really?
I don't know. The school closed down before I went and picked them up. Anyway, I know. It's probably because they thought, oh, Irene's coming back, I'll close the school down.
Oh dear.
No, not really. I was a good girl, very good girl. And all we need to do then is we're going to decorate it all by just folding it round. And what I did was I got the length and I held it here, and then I literally just twisted each one and it came up, and literally you're not being organised, you're not thinking where you're going, you just literally twist and twist and twist, and you're going to add a little bit of glue down here, and then what you'll do is you'll start bringing it into the middle and you'll tag a little glue on there and you'll start just fanning it out and letting it dry into position.
Beautiful, yeah.
Okay, so I've got one that we made earlier, which is this one. So all I did really was glued the back piece, brought it all up, squished it into the middle. That's my magic word, squish. I always use the word squish.
Good word.
Yeah, so I hold it where it's dry, I look at it and think, well, that could do with coming in a little bit with a little bit of a point, so I'll add a little glue here, and then I will hold that down, let that dry, etc, etc. Okay, so that's the top piece. Then what we want to do is we want to make a bow, which is the piece that sits underneath, and literally all we need to do for the bow is Take another good length of how wide you want the bow. This is why it's fun, and I guarantee you will find a 7-year-old being able to make this. Honestly, you know, they would be able to. So a good length of ribbon, again, our beautiful lace, okay? And all we need to do is fold the 2 ends into the middle. And what we're going to do then is, and don't worry about the E6000 glue, is absolutely fantastic for this.
We've actually got some of that coming up in a few minutes, hopefully.
Okay. Well, what happens with your E6000, it will dry fairly quickly as well. Obviously, read the manufacturer's instructions for whatever glue you use. But once it is dry, even though I'm doing it on the board, it will, once it's dry, just peel it off and that's it. So put these two together, and all you do again, like I say, is just squish your middle together.
That's great.
And then that's your bow. And can I just say, I'm not dropping about my holiday, but we went from a very cold environment in New York to Las Vegas, which was 91 degrees when I got there.
Woo!
Okay, and there were some beautiful little girls in the food queue, and they were so dainty, and they've got these bows. This is what inspired me about this. They've got these bows on a beautiful headband, and they just put a few little rosette flowers in the centerpiece.
Cute.
And they wore it, I mean, at my age, but they wore it and it looked absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yeah, really
beautiful,
sweet.
really, really lovely. And then all I did with that was I basted it, let it dry, which that is near enough dry. I added a centerpiece of glue here. And then all we need to do is, I mean, this was really good fun, I must admit. I'd be quite happy to have a little house party and everybody come round with a nice glass of wine and we all sit here making hats.
Why not?
It'd be gorgeous, wouldn't it?
I've got details on screen now for the E6000 glue and cord. I'll just talk you through this briefly, and then we'll go back to the demo with Irene. You've got 10 metres of navy blue satin cord. Gorgeous stuff. 10 metres of light blue satin cord, just there. 10 metres of red satin cord. Then you've got 10 metres of waxed cord in aqua blue, in forest green, and in white as well. So you've got a total of 60 metres of your cords. You've then got your E6000 glue. This glue will stick anything from, oh goodness me, to, I mean, to say what you can actually use it for. You can use it for pretty much anything, can't you?
I know somebody who glued their, well, it was a part of their bathroom seal together.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he did, and he said it lasted a while and it took him quite a while to repair it. But the beauty about this glue is that if you over spill, you know, with your jewellery pieces, let it dry and then you just peel it off.
Brilliant
So it's
stuff.
fantastic stuff.
It will take a little while to adhere. It will take a little while to dry. So if you are going to be doing this demo, which I know that many of you will be who are coming through to get this kit, do leave your pieces that you are gluing for a good few hours, just to make sure that the glue cures properly. Here's your price point today for your E6000 glue and for your 60 metres of your cord. It should be £11.95p. We're going to take the price down. Sorry, say again. Oh, I see. Because there's 2 spools of blue coloured cord in here, she's taken £2 off. Well done, Dion, because she loves the colour blue. I don't know if you knew that. £9.95 for your 60 metres of cord and for your E6000 glue as well. Absolutely fantastic. So, Irene, back with you.
Well, to be honest, we're not far off done, really. All you need to do now is have a bit of fun of decorating it together. It's quite easy, isn't it? I'm hoping that you know, the TV does it justice, but please do try it at home. It's great fun. And all you need to do then is, you know, probably just add a tad of glue onto, you know, a feather. You can put a head pin on there if you want to. And then what you'll do is just place it where you want it to go. And I put some beautiful gemstones that we had.
Yeah.
And then if you're going to use a head pin, what I do tend to do is I would just make myself, I would add, because our head pins are so beautiful, we have lots of different variety ones, but literally I would add 1 gemstone of any one that you want.
Yeah.
And I would slightly angle it just so it holds it in place.
Lovely.
And I tend to like to, you know, shape the head pin a little bit just to give it a bit of character, which is what I did there. And then for it to stay into the base, I always tend to make a little bit like a J hook there,
right,
or a half a circle. And then all I do then is, once again, add a little bit. The E6000 once again is fantastic for this one. And then all we do then is we will place it where we need it to go. We'll just pop it in.
Awesome stuff.
But what you'll do is just, you know, and then bend it into shape. But honestly, it just works really well. And then just keep playing with things. And I mean, the white has really popped it, so I'll probably pop the white one there.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it? Because you can start to decorate it with little keepsakes. If you've got, if you're going to be making one of these, maybe for a wedding, maybe use things like buttons or blue gemstones, or you know, whatever you've got. To really make it your own, to really embellish it and to make it your own. If it's going to be for a hen party, or if it's going to be for a prom, then maybe that person's favourite gemstones or favourite colours, you can really make it your own. But seeing how you make the base of this, you know, Irene showed us how to make the base of this, so you can then make it as bespoke as you like. Now, you'll notice that that's gone down to $7.95, which is absolutely fantastic. I've got lots of people coming through to get it, so that's for the 60 metres of cord and your E6000 glue as well. Are we going to do these bits of fabric here as well? Perfect. So I've got lots and lots of different fabrics here for you to have a play with, which you can do pretty much exactly, which you can do. Which you can use almost in exactly the same way as Irene's done with the kit. If I just move that over there we go. Starting off with this, the 10 metres of the lace ribbon, is that right?
It's beautiful, that is.
This is
really
absolutely
nice.
Gorgeous, Irene. Now you've got, I'm looking at this and I'm imagining how you could use this alongside your kit, and you really could do, couldn't you?
Oh, I think it would make it pop, wouldn't it? Because you've got a lot of black there. So if you wanted to make it pop, the first thing that I'm thinking of is to take a small amount of that and place it around the base of the hat, because that would make it look really nice.
Nice idea, yes, absolutely. Yeah. And it's got this beautiful texture to it. I might just take this off, actually.
It's really nice. It's like a cotton, and the quality of it is really good. And we've used this before, and we were saying about how it would be really nice to sew in between it or use it as a trim on things.
Definitely.
And I think it's a really nice, high quality cotton lace.
Yeah, I think using it as a trim, maybe on a lovely top that you've got, or maybe on a handbag, or on a lovely pair of shoes, would be absolutely beautiful. As Irene says, it's a really, really high quality lace ribbon you've got here, and you know, Irene uses a lot of lace. She knows exactly what she's going on about, you know, and if she's saying, you know, this is a great quality trim to get, I would definitely get it from the Queen of Lace herself. £9.95p for your 10 metres of your lace, and that's going to go a long way. I mean, 10 metres is an awful lot, isn't it?
But this is a fantastic product where you ruffle it, so if you weave and zigzag and then add gemstones in between it, they look absolutely gorgeous. They really pop your gemstones.
Yeah, beautiful. Makes a lovely, lovely backdrop. And it also gives you the opportunity, if you do have something which you want to kind of upcycle, you can absolutely trim anything you like. Now, I do have some more lace ribbon coming up in a few moments, but I'm actually going to move on now to some awesome Hessian. Now, you were showing us actually before the show how you could use this. Perhaps you could just show us how you'd make a bow out of something like this.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah. This is, do you know, I fell in love with this quite a lot. And the reason why is because if you make a mistake, you can just sort of smooth it back out again. It's
got a wire going through either side of the Hessian, hasn't it?
Yes, yeah. We were talking about this before, and for St Patrick's Day I made a beautiful flower, and we did that on air, and everybody was making that. It's really nice. Things like any special occasion. But for you to get structure, sometimes you have a design and you create something with a ribbon, but you can't get the structure. So that's sometimes why we add the glue onto the lace to give that. This has got a fantastic wire either side of it. So we have one running down here and we have one running along there. However, even though it's Hessian, it's very, very soft. So you can do things like cross stitch and things like that. A lot of people make bookmarkers out of it, you know, and bespoke ones. But when you're doing a flower, or like we say, a bow, for the example that we've just done, literally all we would need to do is we will take a small amount and we'll chop it. Am I okay to cut this one? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And your scissors will do it, because it's not too harsh for you to ruin the scissors that you've got. I always smooth it out, and literally all I would need to do again is fold it in the centre piece. If you are very particular, you could fold it in half first to get your guideline, and then pop your finger there, open it out, 1, 2, and then squish it up.
Ah, lovely, yeah.
But make a few different sizes and stick them on top of each other.
Oh, yes.
Put a beautiful gemstone or some of our beautiful gold findings and do like a little drop, and you can make little brooches, you can make headbands, absolutely loads.
You could even wrap them together, couldn't you, using some of the featherweight headpins, couldn't you?
Oh gosh, yeah. But even with the wire in here, you could use another strand just to overwrap it. And
nice
that would be perfect. But these look absolutely stunning on top of each other. I mean, you know, just a smaller piece and pop it together, and then, so for instance, for me to use that as, if I take this, especially if you're card book makers or scrapbook makers, it's brilliant.
Oh, definitely great for scrapbooking.
Yeah.
It's $7.95 for your 10 metres there.
Yeah. So I've just put an angle on either side. So if we glued that together, I would take that, I would bring that over, hold it like that straight away, squish it in the middle. Obviously that's glued, which will take a few seconds. Squish that in the middle, and there we go.
So that looks
We're
really
done
nice.
already, and we've got a lovely little bow.
We've had a text in from Venetia, who says, I use the glue, the year 6000 glue, which you've got at the bottom of your screen, by the way, to stick my daughter's soles back on her cheerleading trainers after 2 years of battering, and they lasted another 6 months.
Yeah.
Fab glue, go Dion!
Yeah.
Go Dion! Go Dion! I was going to do a
What a lovely
cheerleading thing
name.
then.
That was a lovely name, wasn't it?
No, I'm not going to start. No, I'm not going to start doing cheerleading. A pregnant woman doing cheerleading. There are limits to what I'll do on air.
You'll be cheering when the baby arrives.
Yes, thank you. In the privacy of a hospital room or bed or whatever.
But it's lovely stuff, isn't it?
Amanda says, hi Carol and Irene, my 21st was my loveliest birthday. I turned 21 on July 3rd and my son was born 11 hours later on the 4th.
Oh,
Worst birthday was last year,
Well, you haven't got the rest.
Oh, don't know what happened last year, but apparently it was really bad. So bad, in fact, that the message has been cut off. There we go. I've got another deal now for some more lace ribbon. Now, how is this different?
Look. Oh, it's narrower. Yeah, it's slightly narrow. But I was thinking, you know, that'd look gorgeous on top of there, look.
Oh, it would.
I've set myself off again now, but I'm just thinking that would look really pretty around there.
She's right. Layering
Really
these things up looks absolutely great.
Beautiful.
So that's with the first white ribbon that we just bought you. Great for scrapbooking, as you say, or photo albums if you do your own photo albums, or if you make your own photo albums to sell. This is all lovely stuff.
Present wrapping everything.
This looks like it's a lot more detailed, Irene, doesn't it?
I think it's probably because it's well, yes, it's a different design, isn't it? You've got this one that you're looking at now is slightly slimmer, but what you've got is it's equal, isn't it? So the top and bottom match, so they balance out. Whereas this one's got a trim on the top bit and it's got a scallop end on the bottom. So that's where they're slightly different with those two.
It's beautiful. Yeah, let's put them.
Yeah, they may actually be the same size. Are they the same thickness? Oh yeah, it's because one's scalloped and the one's got a trim either side. That's it, look.
So that's the first one. That's the one that we've literally just got on screen now. Absolutely beautiful quality, isn't it? Just gorgeous. And here's your price point for it, £9.95p. It's a lovely, lovely quality, this. I remember when I was little having lots of pairs of white ankle socks, which I used to wear to school in the summer, and they used to have lace around them. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Do you remember them?
Yeah, I do.
I really do. If you've got loads of like little white school socks and things like that, and just sewing some of this little lace around the top of them, it's just a lovely little thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can dye these as well. You know, you could dye it or
cotton as
well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so if you wanted to dye them, brilliant. But I think if you're into making any kind of vintage kind of things, we were talking this morning about, I don't know why, oh, it's because Cassie went there over the weekend. We were talking about Camden, we were talking about Camden Market and how incredible Camden Market is. It's still one of the world's best markets, isn't it? And there are loads and loads of stores where you can buy vintage clothing and from fascinators to beautiful gloves, and using lace like this, a lace trim like this, and just making your own pieces and kind of upcycling your pieces. You can buy little vest tops for, I don't know, as little as kind of £3, £4, £5 at some shops by just adding this little addition, and as Irene said, you can dye these lace trims as well. Oh goodness me, beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Well, at £9.95 there. Okay, final one is your other Hessian. Now the one that we've got now is slightly darker. I'll put it next to the one that we bought you first of all. This is what I would call more of a natural Hessian. This one is more of a tan colour, isn't it? It's got a stronger
rustic look to it, hasn't it? A little bit more rustic look.
Yeah, it does. You can see the edging slightly more. Now again, this is going to have that wire trim on it as well, so you can make your beautiful bows. I think, you know, especially over the kind of Easter holidays as well, lots of people making kind of Easter bonnets and Easter egg baskets and things like that. I think this is a great kind of material to use. You see this used a lot in flower arranging as well, don't you? Oh gosh,
yeah. And the technique that I'm going to show you later about the weaving, bear this one in mind, because you could use it for that as well. And because it's wider, you could make a bag out of that because of the Hessian. But you know, this is a fantastic item that you can add. I did a bit of soutache on that, so you know, the big we had some beautiful big flat stones, we had some drilled, there were some shell pieces that, you know, you can add to this and to make a thick bangle. I made a bangle once and that was beautiful.
And it's
really nice.
Do you know what it reminds me? It's actually quite remarkable how smooth this is as well. It's not like a sacking material, which is very rough and quite itchy and scratchy. It's a really beautiful kind of smooth quality that you've got going through here. So it's a lovely smooth Hessian, because not all Hessian's going to give you that, but this definitely does. Amazing price point again, $7.95 for your tan country Hessian ribbon. It's approximately 3.5 centimetres width, and you're going to be getting 10 metres in total. Text coming through about this. Venetia says, "Hey Carol, you're wearing the Cheer Academy colours and they love bows. Maybe it's a sign. Give me a C. A C. Yeah. Why not? I'd never be a very good cheerleader. No, I'm too. I think I'm too tall. 5'10". Do you have to be tall to be a cheerleader? I wouldn't be the one on top of the pyramid though, waving a flag though, would I? Doing some crazy kind of Arab Spring thing on top of the. Can you imagine that? Running. No, she's going to do it. Can you imagine that? Ready? And go. Jogging towards the human pyramid, bump in tow. Well done, everyone. So loads and loads of things you can put with this incredible kit. $29.95. I've had so many people come through to get this. I've had a few people multi-buying this kit as well, which I'm really, really happy to see. Anne in Worcestershire says, "Morning, ladies. This lace would make a lovely table runner." And chair tie backs as well. So a lot of people. What's that interior designer's name? Kelly Hoppen. You know Kelly Hoppen, she uses lots of natural fabrics in her interior design, so this would be great for, I'll do it in her voice because she does talk like that, great for curtain tie backs, great for table runners, and the edging on your beautiful natural fabric cushions. Yeah, this one definitely gets my vote. If you know who Kelly Hoppen is, that's kind of a lukewarm impression of her.
I'm going to check her out.
She's on Dragon's Den. She's the one with the massive curly hair.
Yes.
She does talk a little bit like that. No?
I'm thinking of Who's in the Keyhole door, you know that
Lloyd
programme?
Grissman.
And Whose House
David,
Is It
it's over to you.
Yeah. Are they related, do you think?
They might be. You never know, Irene. You never know. Right, let's see you over the Wall of Fame. We'll see you there in a second. Beautiful. I've got number 127 here. Lovely woven bracelets here. They looks like they're for sale as well. From Helen, who says, "Hi all, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. My first attempt at macrame and braided bracelets. Hoping for a win so I can get a macrame board. Rather than pinning the cord ends to the lid of a shoebox. It half works, but the pins pull out if you're not gentle enough. Helen, I think you need to get a macrame board. It's going to save you a lot of hassle and a lot of shoe boxes. Gorgeous jewellery there. Best of luck, darling.
Very nice. Hi, I've got 128. That's very nice. Let's have a look. Hi all at JM. This is my entry for the week, the week's Wall of Fame. There's nothing. Oh, sorry. complicated about the design, but that's because it's beautiful tanzanite beads, and they speak for themselves. I bought them before Christmas, but haven't done anything with them until now, when I finally knew what I wanted to do. The only thing that isn't JM is the clasp. Good luck, everyone, but especially to me, as I need to win to feed my JM habit. Well, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Good for you.
Very, very nice.
Can I just say, the font on Irene's entry there and this entry here, I'm not entirely sure. I'll cover the email address.
I'm glad I've got my glasses on.
They really are putting us through our paces. Teeny tiny little flea writing. Okay, so this is number 130. This is from Gwyneth in Mansfield, literally like this. Dear Jewellery Maker, this will be a small miracle for me if this reaches you, as my first email and photo and polymer clay design. The stones are orange agate. I joined Jewellery Maker nearly 4 years ago and I'm totally obsessed with creating designs with gemstones. Hope you like it. That's Gwyneth. Gwyneth, we want to see more interest in you. That's absolutely gorgeous. I love that design. You've got a lovely, lovely eye for design there.
I like that.
Best of luck, darling. You're number 130.
Very nice. Mine's 129. Oh, that's really beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yep. And I've got, hi guys, this is my, is it Sia sunset necklace? Sia? It's a place, isn't it?
Sinai, it almost looks like. I don't know.
Some sort of place, anyway. She's called it because of the colours, and they remind her of the sunset that she saw over in the Sia mountains. All gems are
Sinai.
from Sinai. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All gems are from Jewellery Maker, as it is a bust, whatever that means. I have made it with the clasp at the front, and as that is the feature. I only have been making jewellery since January. Wow. So I'm rightly quite proud of my creation. I hope you all love this, guys, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
How fabulous is that?
Beautiful sunset colours there, it's gorgeous. Number 131 here, beautiful charmy bracelet here from Hannah, who's from Crewe. Morning all at Jewellery Maker Towers. This is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I've made a bracelet from Jewellery Maker products, of course. I've used rose quartz, crackle quartz, labradorite, black agate hearts, silver and pink leather cords. I could really do with a win, as does everyone who enters, but it would make my day and make me able to indulge in gems I've not been able to have before. Thanks and good luck, everyone. Thanks to all at Jewellery Maker. You always start off my day with making me laugh. Oh. Big love from Hannah Forsyth in Crewe. Bless you, Hannah, and best of luck to you, darling, as well. Awesome.
Very
gorgeous. Nice. Right. Amethyst coming up in a few moments. You are going to love this. It's absolutely gorgeous. Do not go anywhere. The price point on this is absolutely exceptional.
The fastest way to shop with Jewellery Maker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
We all know that you need the right tools for the job. So here at Jewellery Maker, we have developed our very own tool set just for you. In this larger set, we have provided more tools to help you develop your jewellery making skills even further. The kit includes wire cutters, a bead reamer with replacement tips, an awl, tweezers with a scoop, a sliding gauge, a snip, and all the essential pliers you will need. All of this is yours for just $15.95, neatly presented in a carrying case with an embossed Jewellery Maker logo. Stay tuned for more advice, tutorials and demonstrations of jewellery making. We provide the tools, you provide the skill. Get involved with Jewellery Maker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
The most amazing strand of African amethyst here. I mean, this is as far as kind of quality and colour goes. If you were to ask somebody to describe the colour of the most luxurious amethyst out there, they would describe this. I mean, it's plain and simply, it is absolutely the colour of amethyst, isn't it? We can bring you lots of different amethyst here on Jewellery Maker, and it's fantastic being able to do that. We can bring you green amethyst, we can bring you Rose de France amethyst, pink amethyst, but I think the amethyst which people instantly think of when they think of this amazing gem is this. This is all hand faceted, hand drilled, and it's natural as well. Natural African amethyst. Now, it reminds me of a particular variety of amethyst called Coloma Mine amethyst, which is natural, and it's all the way from Africa. I think it's from Zambia, and the quality of it is very, very, very much like the quality you're going to be getting here. The depth of colour is just unbelievable, isn't it? There's no confusion as to what this gemstone is there? Everyone will be able to identify this as amethyst. And amethyst is a really amazing gemstone because even if you know nothing about gemstones, even if you know just the basics about gemstones, so you know, you've heard of ruby, emerald, sapphire, diamonds, you probably would have heard of amethyst as well. It's a really well-received, very, very popular, highly sought after and reasonably readily available genuine gemstone, whatever your kind of gem knowledge is. Now, the quality you're going to be getting here is natural. The majority of amethyst that we bring you here on Jewellery Maker probably will have been heat treated. This will have been heat treated by Mother Nature, but other than that, it is natural. Now, the quality you've got here, yeah, big, big tick in the box. The colour you've got here, absolutely that kind of archetypal amethyst colour. It's all hand faceted, it's all hand drilled. Now, you've got some really, really large gemstones on this strand, ranging in size from 12 by 8, which are these smaller ones here, but even they're not that small, are they? Right the way up to around about 22 by 14 millimetres in diameter. This, for natural amethyst, is absolutely incredible. Don't expect to get an eye clean quality. Don't expect to get an amethyst which has got bags and bags and bags of clarity and transparency. No, it will have transparency, but it just won't have that clarity. It will have those inner fibres. It will have that inner character, which gives members of the quartz family, like amethyst, its unbelievable personality. Now, each one of these gemstones here could be standalone gemstones. They're all big enough to be centre stage pieces. This one in the centre here, just kind of humour me. This one in the centre here, in a wire-wrapped ring. If you were to make that into a wire-wrapped ring, remember how popular this gemstone is. It's actually one of the first gemstones that people buy from the Genuine Gemstone Company as part of their first order. Amethyst is a gem which people feel very comfortable with, very confident with, because it's a gem which you can find quite readily on the high street. And if you were to sell this at a craft fair, just one of these in a handmade wire-wrapped ring, what kind of price point could you charge? Well, depending on how long it's taken you to make, anywhere really between £15 and £30, I think, for a wire-wrapped ring featuring an amethyst of this kind of size, a natural amethyst of this kind of size, hand-faceted, hand-drilled. Today, the entire strand can be yours for under £30. £29.95 for the entire strand. Now on this strand I've approximately got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. I've got about 34 gemstones on this strand. That's less than £1 a gemstone. I mean, that is really, really tremendous. Irene, what would you do with these gemstones here? I mean, I've suggested maybe making a wire-wrapped ring, but I mean, what would you do with these?
Well, straight away, I was just thinking about what you were saying about selling them at craft fairs, and you know, and if you just get a beautiful, lovely silver chain and just hang that big centerpiece one that you've got there, I think you would cover the cost of that strand straight away.
100%.
Straight away.
It's a very popular gemstone, isn't it? It's a gemstone people are very familiar with, they're very comfortable with it. It tends to be part of their first order. It's a gem people think, right, amethyst, yeah, I know that gem. Yeah. I know that gem. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. And also it's the with all the pieces that I sell, that is the most popular colour.
Really purple?
Is, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Purple is the most popular colour with all. I do over 90 colours in the range that I do, and that is the most popular
interesting. We've got other guest designers as well who still have the chance to do craft fairs, and they always say that purple is the most popular colour. It's one of those colours that suits pretty much everyone as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. All skin tones, definitely. And I think it's it's absolutely gorgeous with silver pearls.
Oh, definitely,
It's really nice with silver pearls.
Yeah, it's
really
a very classic combination, amethyst and pearls. Do mix this up, you know, if you do want to mix this up with the gemstones. I know there are many of you out there going to be mixing it with pearls and shell pearl. Absolutely gorgeous quality and a totally natural quality of African amethyst there. Well done, everyone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well done, everyone. Right, okay, moving on. We've got to move on. We've got so much to get through. Lovely. Thanks, Cass. Wow! Loads of head pins. Now, 520 head pins here. Please don't let me count them. Oh, there's some eye pins as well. Head pins and eye pins. Ooh. 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 Okay, right, what have we got? Silver plated copper eye pins with stars on top. I love these, they're so cute. Are they stars or flowers? No, they're definitely stars, aren't they? They're beautiful. Okay. Silver plated copper head pins with like a bead cap quality on top. I love these, they're so substantial, these ones. Look at them. Beautiful. Silver plated copper featherweight head pins. These are really beautiful and fine. Oh, they're gorgeous. Love them, love them, love them. Great for use with your finer gemstones. Okay. Silver plated copper eye pins, which are these ones here, yeah, which are 38 millimeters in length. Really lovely. That's the length of them there. So they're a really, really nice length for your kind of your medium-sized gemstones. Okay. Silver-plated copper eye pins, which are 40 millimeters in length, so ever so slightly longer, these ones. We hardly ever get the chance to bring you eye pins. We've got a real shortage of them here on Jewellery Maker at the minute. And silver, as in 925 sterling silver, eye pins, which are 40 millimeters in diameter. Don't know if you can see that little thing there. What's that? It's a 925 stamp on your eye pins. Now, I'm actually holding two here, but if I just hold one, there you are. You can see the 925, hang on, the 925 stamp on each one of your eye pins, which is absolutely incredible. There it is. Absolutely amazing, isn't it? You can actually see a 925 stamp. There it is, just there, on your eye pin. So you're going to be getting silver-plated copper eye pins and head pins, and then you're going to be getting 20 of your 925 sterling silver eye pins, which are 40 millimeters in length. So a lovely, lovely combination here. Eye pins are in really short demand, short supply and high demand here on Jewellery Maker. We hardly ever get the chance to bring you eye pins, mainly because our quality control process is so rigorous here. We want to be able to make sure we can bring you the exact kind of quality that we want, and eye pins are the kind of thing which it can actually be very difficult to make, so we want to be able to bring you the greatest quality that we can, and in doing so sometimes it means that we will have less of them in stock. So get your eye pins now. So sterling silver eye pins, silver plated copper 40 millimeters in length, silver plated copper 38 millimeters in length, your bead cap top head pins in silver plated copper star top head pins, and silver plated copper feather weight head pins as well. Absolutely gorgeous. How about working out to 2 pence each? £14.95p for approximately 520 findings. Wow. Now, when I see a bundle like this, it is a lot of findings. It is a huge amount of findings you're going to be getting here. You will end up using them. You absolutely will. And anyone who's been making jewellery for longer than, I don't know, a couple of months will tell you how important it is to have a stash of genuine gemstones and equally a stash of findings as well. It is so important. Once creativity strikes, the last thing you want to happen is to run out of something. And that's happened to me before when I've been making pieces of jewellery and I've got really frustrated. I've ended up sticking the end together with a piece of sellotape and never going back to that piece of jewellery again and never finishing off that piece of jewellery. Irene, once you've started making something, you want to finish it off, you want to do it there and then, don't you? And it's so frustrating when you run out of something.
Absolutely. I mean, I was just laughing at you there, because the thing is, you will, once you get in your crafting zone, the last thing you want to do is start mooching for things. Yeah. And the kits that we bring, they've done half of the hard work for you.
Absolutely.
Because you're inspired by all the different ones there that you've got, you know, and each head pin tells a story for each gemstone, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
These kind of decorative top head pins that we've got going on here, you know, there's bubble bracelets and bubble rings that people make with lots and lots of gemstones on them, just clustered together on a ring or on a beautiful bracelet. These kind of decorative top head pins here are absolutely perfect for that kind of design. And as Irene says, they do a lot of that work for you. They do a lot of the design work for you just by being what they are, which is gorgeous decorative head pins. To get these kind of decorative head pins elsewhere is actually quite difficult, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's really quite difficult.
I've got to be honest, since I've, you know, been purchasing off Jewellery Maker, I've not seen the versatility of the different types of head pins you've got. And don't forget, you don't just do those in silver, you've done them in copper, you've done them in bronze. Do you know what I mean? And it's really nice, because honestly, they do help you produce, as a designer, they help you create for those, you know, those inspirational ideas. Yeah, they really do, and they help to elevate your designs that little bit as well, and they help set you apart from other jewellery makers. They help set you apart from the crowd. They really do. So silver plated copper, 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 and 925 sterling silver on the end there as well. Absolutely awesome. Loads of people coming through to get these. Sharon, Tracy, Diane, Jan, Wendy, oh, that's a nice name, Finuala, Linda, Vivian, Irene, Dawn, Susan, Anonymous, Katie, Carrie, Tracy, Sally Ann, Mary, Anonymous, Sarah, Marie, Susan, Anonymous. Loads of people coming through to get these absolutely amazing eye pins and head pins. What a great stash of selection. Get them now, add them to your order. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything you get from Jewellery Maker. And if you're looking at these findings, these eye pins and head pins, and thinking, well, I don't know what to do with them, I don't know what an eye pin and a head pin actually does, don't worry about it. Free with your first order. You get a free tutorial DVD and a free tutorial booklet. Here's your DVD. It's an hour long, loads of tutorials and hints and tips on here. You also get a free tutorial booklet, which is right here, with loads of information, including a little section on findings, which is just about there,
which gives you loads of information on findings, what they're mainly used for. It's got a section on eye pins and head pins here, so if you want to know what the difference is or what you use them for, there's a little section on findings. This is all free with your first order, okay? You've also got tutorials at the back here somewhere as well, tutorials there, okay? You also get a copy of the JM Hub magazine. We've got our brand new spring one out at the minute, which will give you lots of inspirational ideas, information on launches and birthstones. This month's birthstone is, what are we, April? Diamonds. You're lucky if you're born in April, my word. So you get a copy of the JM Hub magazine. These are all here to help you, to guide you, to inspire you, to make your life easier. And to give you the support that you need if you're venturing into a new hobby as well. Make the most of our Facebook page. There are over 52,000 people who like our Facebook page. Make the most of our YouTube channel. All of our live shows are uploaded onto our YouTube channel every day. So if you want to follow the demo that Irene did this morning to make that beautiful hat, Fascinator, then you absolutely can. When you get that kit home, that was $29.95, still some of those left if you want to add it to your order. Get the kit home and you can make the jewellery along with Irene. It's a really, really fantastic way of making a jewellery because you've got that guest designer input all the way through making jewellery with that gorgeous kit. There are demos on our YouTube channel as well for pretty much all of our tools, loads of basic demos as well. You are never on your own. We've got a fantastic support team here as well. Join our if you go to our Facebook page, we've got online help. Our call centre team as well, who are based about a mile down the road, are absolutely fantastic as well. We try to have somebody who is GEM qualified, AJP accredited on each one of our shifts at the call centre as well. So if you do have any specific gemstone or jewellery related questions, we should be able to answer those for you. So you're never on your own. We've got sister channels. We've got Gems TV and Rocks TV and The Lounge, who all sell physical pieces of jewellery as well. We've also got Gem Collector, who sell beautiful loose gemstones as well. Really, really fantastic. Awesome, well done everyone. That's going to sell out within the next few moments. Well done everyone. Right, what's coming up now? A clearance deal. Oh yeah, really? What for this? Oh. This is a clearance. Okay, I've got a clearance deal for you now. It's always a bit dangerous whenever we have clearance deals on the show, especially with Dion, because when she does a clearance deal, she really, really does do a clearance deal. When she does a clearance deal, she clears it. She really does. That's the whole point of deals like this, is to sell strands out, to sell whatever it is out. Okay, so this has been on air before. You might have seen it before. Certainly not the price point it's about to go to, though. Smokey Quartz faceted drops, absolutely beautiful. You are looking at the gemstone that literally will suit every other gemstone, any other colour. It will go with anything. A natural quality of Smokey Quartz here. These are all beautiful faceted drops from 9 to 14 millimetres in diameter. Gorgeous, aren't they? If you shy away from black or white or even navy blue, it's a little bit more of a subtle colour to wear and a subtle gemstone to wear than maybe your black agate or your white magnesite. It's got a softer, more gentle colour than your black and your navy blue. A lot of people do shy away from that. You know, if you're fairly fair skinned like I am, you might shy away from black. I don't tend to wear a huge amount of black. I tend to wear more kind of mushroom colours and chocolate colours and olives and navy blues than I do blacks. This is an absolutely perfect gemstone to give you that vintage quality, to give you that glamorous quality. These are all hand faceted, they're all hand drilled. We are so lucky on Jewellery Maker, aren't we? We're so lucky. Because you know what? I think there are lots of people who sit at home who maybe watch Jewellery Maker for a good few weeks or even a good few months and don't actually end up picking the phone because they think, do you know what, it's going to be, there's got to be a catch. This isn't genuine Smokey Quartz. And actually, some of my friends who've actually watched channels that I work on here at the Genuine Gemstone Company have said to me, yeah, but it's not real stuff that you're selling, is it? It's not real. I'm like, yeah, absolutely it is. How can it be real? How can this strand of Smokey Quartz be real and we can still do prices like the one we're going to do today? Well, when we initially order a strand from our team over either in China or Hong Kong or over in Jaipur, because we've got teams all over the world, who work in who work primarily for Jewellery Maker, we won't order 100 strands, we'll order more like 300 or 400 or 500 strands. It allows us to buy more strands, buy them at a better rate, and literally pass that saving that we make onto you. Look at that quality, isn't that beautiful? Now, price points. This is why a lot of people don't believe that what we're bringing you is real. £11.95 looks great, doesn't it? £11.95p for genuine Smokey Quartz looks amazing, doesn't it? Looks even more amazing at this price here, because we're not staying there. We're going all the way down. You're going to love this. If you've never tried out Jewellery Maker before, if you've never tried us out, do it today. Do it today. £6.95. £6.95p for genuine Smokey Quartz. And the only reason why we're taking this so low is purely because we've only got a few chances left in stock. They're all going to go. We're confident they're all going to go, so we can do that price for you today. Emily says, wow, gorge, I've learnt this warms up any colours beautifully. Yeah, it will do. You find that it will do. Honestly, Smokey Quartz really does bring a beautiful warmth to anything that you put it with. I mean, do you know what? I think you'd struggle to get glass and plastic of, you know, with this kind of level of colour and quality. I mean, you wouldn't get this kind of level of colour and quality elsewhere, but I think a lot of places you'd struggle to get glass or plastic for £6.95, let alone Smokey Quartz.
Definitely. I mean, I've been to bead shops where I've seen one, you know, that shape, and they charge £1. You know, it's about 20 mils for one.
Price, isn't it?
It's plastic. But it's plastic, and to be honest,
plastic?
I think, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And once you've bought a beautiful natural set of stones, and at that price, you would never look back, would you? You just wouldn't look back, because even to wear it, it wouldn't sit nicely. This, you feel the class of it when it's been worn because of the quality and the shapes and the clarity of it. I don't think you would ever go back to a plastic necklace.
Well, do you know what's interesting, Irene? I think many of our guest designers, before they became guest designers, before they'd even heard of Jewellery Maker, a lot of people did use glass and plastic and synthetics. I am not aware of a single guest designer who still uses any of those materials at all.
I only use glass beads when I've had them made for me. So if you know,
wow.
like you know,
Very
I've got a
nice.
lady that made some beautiful glass beads, and I've incorporated that with things. But you still need our finding kits to help you put those beads
Definitely.
together. And you know, the quality of these and the cut of them, you just see it. You know, and I'm not taking that away from anybody, and if you can afford it, but if you look at the prices we do them for, and don't be scared to have a go for the finding kits we do.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to have a go, because if you take, for instance, the head pins that we've just put on air, for the amount that you get there, if you make a mistake, it's okay, you just go and use another head pin.
Yes.
You know,
because it'll cost you 2 pence each.
Yeah, it's not as if you're paying, you know, £1 per head pin. You know, use kits like that, practice with them, look at your creations, and you know, a lot of the guest designers that you have and all the customers that come through on the Wall of Fame, how they're inspired by keep developing, and you know, and how proud they are of themselves.
No, Irene, you're speaking a lot of sense there. I mean, you know, what we're doing here is we're making gemstones available and as affordable as we possibly can. We don't run here on Jewellery Maker and here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, we don't run on these kind of 1 to 200% margins, which a lot of people do. A lot of people have to, because their overheads are so massive. The shop rentals on some of these shops in oh goodness me, certainly in London, in the Jewellery Quarter in Birmingham, and where I live in Stratford-upon-Avon, the shop rental, that's why we've got so many empty shops at the minute, because the rentals and rates are just astronomical. So you can understand why a lot of these jewellers have these ridiculously high margins that they have to work on. We have the luxury here of cutting out all those middlemen. We have the luxury of being able to cut all of that out and buy more of these gemstones, and by buying more of these gemstones we can drive that price down and pass that saving on to you. Amazing. Well done. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Right, okay, brilliant, well done. That, I think, has that sold out? Yeah, that's more or less sold out. Well done, everyone. Okay, next. I didn't see these this morning. Have these just been brought over? I've got such bad indigestion at the minute. Oh, it's horrible. Horrible. I had to sleep almost sitting up last night. Oh, it was just awful. Awful. Right, these have literally just been bought over from our warehouse down the road. Oh my word, they're sterling silver. Oh. I'm going to leave that one to the end. Right, okay. I bought you some of these clasps the other day, and oh my word, they were popular. I think there are actually some people at home who've never seen these clasps before. It's been a long time since we've had these back in stock. We got some back in stock maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. But before that, I reckon it must have been almost a year since we had these in stock. You're getting 3 of these. These are, as you can see here, the 925 stamp, 925 sterling silver, 3-row sliding clasps. Now, what is this allowing you to do? It's allowing you to make a triple-stranded necklace, a triple-stranded bracelet. Well, where's the clasp bit? Well, it's a sliding clasp. If I can just show you, you literally get your 2 ends of the clasp and just pull them apart like that. And they literally slot in and slide together. They are so beautifully crafted. They're so beautifully made. This little button here, which you can see here, just it bends back into the finding to keep it nice and secure. So it's really nice and cool. You really have to give it, not a huge pull, but you have to kind of put a bit of force behind it. It's definitely not just going to fall out, and it's because of this incredible pin mechanism here. Now you're going to be getting 3 of these. They are all precious metal. Debbie Balford, who we had on the show the other day, made a really interesting point about these clasps actually. She said the great thing about these is you can make that bracelet exactly the length that you want. Sometimes when you are making a bracelet, you have to accommodate for the size of the clasp and the bracelet kind of overlapping and then falling into the clasp. With this, you can make it exactly the length that you need. I think that's a really valid point, actually. You've got 3 of these 925 sterling silver triple row sliding clasps, okay? And then have we got these? What's this one here? Seriously, we've got 2 deals. Oh my word. Right, okay, so 3 of your 925 sterling silver triple eyelet sliding clasps. Now, I've already got huge amounts of people coming through to get this. People from all over the country, people from all over Europe actually. I've got Teresa in Deutschland. I also had someone coming through from France to get these as well. I can honestly say I am so proud of findings like this on Jewellery Maker. I am so proud of what we can bring you because I know the quality of these. I can vouch for the quality of these. I made a bracelet to wear on my wedding day, a pearl bracelet from some pearls that my mum gave me, which my grandma gave to her on my wedding day. And I wouldn't have put any old clasp on that bracelet. I wanted it to be precious metal, I wanted it to be really safe and secure, and I wanted it to stand the test of time. That bracelet is as good today as when I made it almost 5 years ago. I can vouch for the quality of this clasp. It is absolutely beautiful. I've never been so confident with a clasp in my life. This is your price point today for 3 precious metal sliding clasps. They are amazing. I've got so many people calling through for this. Absolutely amazing. Now, Irene, you've been a guest signing with us for how long?
I've actually only been with you since about November.
So have you seen these before?
I've worked with them before, and I can tell you I know that one of those costs about $5.95 each.
No!
Yeah. And you can't
Seriously?
always get them. Yeah, you can't always get them, and you've got 3 there. And they're fabulous to work with. They're really, really good to work with. You can feel secure when you wear it.
It's that knowledge, isn't it? It's knowing that you're wearing something that's really secure.
Yeah, and especially like you say, it's sentimental to you that the pieces that you put onto it. You want to know that that's comfortable, and it sits on your neck nice as well.
It sits nice and flat, doesn't it?
Yeah, as a flat bracelet is good, but then as a necklace, it is beautiful, and it's a good size clasp.
So Irene, if we were going off the price points that you'd experienced in the past, we'd be paying more like £17-18 for these 3. Today, $10.95. Honestly, if you're looking for the ultimate clasp for something which is going to be very, very special, maybe a landmark present, you know, landmark birthday present, or someone's wedding day, or you're going to be making something very, very substantial, or something just very special with, or maybe you're going to be wearing your hair up and you want the clasp at the back to become a real feature and for it to look as good as the design, then this is the absolute collection of clasps I would get. I think it's pretty incredible that we're bringing you 3 of these for £10.95, and as Irene says, it's about having that knowledge that what you're wearing is safe and secure. There's nothing worse, I've done it before, there's nothing worse than wearing something which is really quite low quality and you're constantly having to adjust it, whether it's a top, whether it's a pair of trousers, whether, you know, whatever it is, or if it's a piece of jewellery. Wearing something like this, you'll know what I mean. When you set it into your jewellery, you'll know what I mean. You'll have that kind of, yeah, this isn't going anywhere, yeah, this is safe, this is secure, this isn't, you know, this is going to look great for years to come. And if you're going to be making pieces for people to wear for years to come, and you're making that heirloom of the future, or something which you're going to pass down from generation to generation, like I will do with my pearl bracelet, I'll pass it down to my daughter Hattie, then this is exactly the kind of quality that you should be going for. You can use a 30-day money-back guarantee. I mean, for to all intents and purposes, use a 30-day money-back guarantee. See if you can get a better deal elsewhere. But honestly, I'm so proud of what we've got here, and I'm so certain that quality-wise, deal-wise, certainly price-wise, I just don't see how we can be beaten. If we can, brilliant. Send them all back to us, we'll give you your money back, no problem at all. But honestly, for 95 sterling silver quality findings of, you know, like this, and we hardly ever get them in stock. We had them in stock maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. They sold out within seconds. Before that, I think we're looking at roughly a year since we've had these in stock. Why does it take us so long to get these back into stock? Well, because they go through such a rigorous quality control process. These are not easy findings to make. I can't really think of any findings that are easy to make, to be fair. Maybe, oh, no, not even jump rings. No, there's hardly any findings which are easy to make. When it comes to findings, it can take us months and months and months and months and months to make them. Well done. Okay, so I'll show you once more how the clasp works. So you've got 3 eyelets on either side to make your triple strand necklace or your triple strand bracelet. You can, I mean, take these little links off if you want to and just have a single strand. It's up to you. Or take one off and have a double strander. It's up to you. You literally get your clasp and you just go boom, like that. You will have to put a bit of force behind it, but I mean, it's not really difficult to do, but it's because of this little pin here which pushes in. As soon as you lock it, it kind of locks it in place almost. Okay, boom. Really simple and easy to use. It's not going to wear over time. You know, this is something which is really going to be as good now as it will be, you know, in five years' time. And I can vouch for that. You know, that pearl bracelet that I made for my wedding day still opens and closes as good today as it did 5 years ago. Was it 5 years ago? I got married 5 years ago. 4 years ago, 2011. So that's 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago this year. I think it's wood, isn't it? Is it wood this year? What's 4th anniversary wedding gift? Is it wood?
I have no idea.
It was leather last year.
Leather.
I think it's wood this year.
Next.
I don't know, what can I get for my husband? Made from wood.
I don't know, we've had some good ideas come through this morning, haven't we?
Haven't we, for birthday presents? Goodness me.
I'm not sure.
We've been asking what your best and worst birthday presents have been, and we've had some absolute corkers, we really have.
Somebody got
hey?
A wooden toilet seat.
Wooden toilet seat, yes! That's what I'm going to get him! There was a lady who texted earlier on saying her husband bought her 2 wooden toilet seats. Oh, is it not? Sandra? Oh, is it fruit and flowers?
Oh.
The modern one is appliances.
An ironing board. Oh, was it an iron?
No, it's steam iron, yeah.
Oh, we'll go posh,
Sandra says, I never got a present for my husband. Said he couldn't find it from my husband. He said he couldn't find anything, and I had everything now. Now an X heart. Love, Sandra. Sandra, that's not very nice, is it? That's the great thing about birthdays and Christmas, is you get stuff that you don't necessarily need. You get stuff that you want. Like perfume and handbags. Earrings. Suzanne in Spain says, morning ladies, worst ever birthday present. Matching hoop earrings in 2 different sizes. Only one pair was for the same ear. Impossible to wear. Well, that's just great, isn't it? That's really useful. It's as useful as a chocolate teapot, isn't it? Mandy says, morning ladies, worst present was a kung fu hamster. That when you pressed would move and play the song Everyone Was Kung Fu Fighting. Do you know what? That is one of my pet hates. I hate those things. I hate those things. Those little animal things that serve no purpose at all. I hate those things. Or like the fish that's mounted on the wall. Take me to the river. You know, the one. I absolutely hate those things. They don't serve any purpose. The first time you watch them, they're mildly amusing, and then after that, they just collect dust. Do you know the things I mean, Irene?
I'm just thinking.
Do you like them?
Well, I'm just thinking. I wonder how many people are out there that have got a fish on their wall, thinking, I've got one of those.
Have you?
No, I'm not. But I'm thinking there may be somebody out there saying it.
Well, if there is, fine, and if they like it, fine. I personally don't.
The only thing I've liked like that was the laughing policeman. Do you remember as a child?
Yeah.
Have you ever had that? And it's a tiny little yellow box.
Yeah.
And I remember it was bought from Blackpool. And I'm a chuckler anyway. I'm always laughing.
Right.
And I just found it hilarious. And if I probably could get my hands on one now, I'd probably have it. And then if I was having a bad day, I'd be pressing that button.
Irene, I think you need to get out more.
Yeah.
Kirsty in Norfolk says, my best Christmas present, a Siberian emerald and yellow gold ring.
Oh.
For her birthday, a 5 carat, a 0.5 carat, 5 carat, a half a carat diamond eternity ring.
Oh.
You're showing off now, aren't you? Beverly, in Merseyside, £56 bag of sprouts. I'm not married to him anymore.
Oh, wow.
Where does someone's thought process comes from? First off, £56 of sprouts must have cost quite a lot of money, so why don't you just keep the money and get us some, or just spend some money on some flowers or something? Who is going to want, unless you love sprouts a lot, £56 bag of sprouts?
Probably a farmer. He probably got them off his allotments or something. He probably never even pay for them.
Oh, Irene, that story just gets sadder and sadder and sadder, doesn't it? Deborah in Dorset says, when we had a wood stove, I got my own chainsaw so I could help with cutting down trees.
Oh.
Well, that is amazing, isn't it? These presents are just unbelievable. Lynn in Somerset, morning ladies. I got a Weber Bray.
A Weber.
What's that? We're just trying to find out what that is. Hopefully it's something that we can say on air. Wonder who the present was for. It's a grill. Oh, it's a barbecue. Yeah, Weber make barbecues, don't they? Other barbecue manufacturers are available. Hence to say he's now an ex. Great show, thanks. Do you think he actually bought that present for himself?
Yeah.
And gave it to you? So it's a grill. Dion says that she'd like it. Oh, it's like a barbecue. Okay. That's not a bad present, actually.
Maybe Dion wants a new boyfriend.
When we were in Norfolk the other day, there was a little wood burning stove, and my husband liked to go and collect wood. He didn't go and chop anything down, don't worry. But he liked to go and collect wood, and he took great pleasure in kind of snapping up twigs and putting them in the fire, saying, "I collected these." And it was very caveman-y. Anyway, right. It is a man thing. Must build fire, poke fire with stick. Right. Okay. So. Second kit. This is totally different to the last kit. Totally different. Okay, here we go. Right. Oh, dear me. Oh, bumpy.
Oh, that's nice.
Hmm?
That's nice.
What is?
That you're having a baby. It's lovely.
It's lovely I'm having a baby, Irene, yeah, but not when it's kind of stamping on you and kind of elbowing you in the ribs and
be all worth it. You'll forget all about it, you know that.
Do you reckon I will? The minute I look at its face, I'll forget all about the pain and the agony. Yeah. Right. Second kit. This is absolutely gorgeous. This just allows you just to kind of have a play, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think jewellery should be fun, you know, and it's all about your own personality, and probably this is probably a little bit about my personality.
We say looking at this cloud of gemstones. I love it. You've got loads and loads and loads. Okay, let's go through what you're going to be getting in this kit. You've got a bead scoop. Now, this bead scoop you're going to be getting is going to be different to the one that Irene's had to work with as part of this kit. It's going to be different to the one that we've got on the recording. You're going to be getting there's lots of blue in there. You get lots and lots of different gemstones in here. This one here, you've got coin-shaped gems, you've got triangular gems, rectangular gems, ovals, some beautiful pyrite there, some gorgeous pink shells, squares, ovals. I mean, loads and loads and loads of different gemstones here. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so hundreds of carats of gemstones in your bead scoop. Okay, you're then going to be getting memory wire. Now with your memory wire, you've got ring, bracelet and necklace memory wire in rose gold colour, and you can actually see how Irene has used the bracelet memory wire in. Have you used it in either of these?
No.
It looks like you've used memory wire. Really?
No. Yeah, no, that's
amazing.
Yeah, it's just I've doubled up on the satin cord.
You could have used memory wire in those.
Yes, you could definitely, to give it structure. The only way I actually used that was the chain for the
necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely using memory wire like that. It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
Gives it a lovely platform, especially if you're going to be using quite a chunky amount of gemstones or a big heavy pendant. Then there's some memory wire used there from the necklace memory wire. Okay, you're also going to be getting satin cord. 10 metres of white, 10 metres of purple, 10 metres of lemon and 10 metres of pink satin cord. The pink satin cord you'll find will come on a plastic bobbin, which is great. This is great for when you're doing the kumihimo because it helps to weigh your cords down, stops them getting tangled up. But it also is a great little storage solution as well for any of your threading materials once you finish using your satin cord on there. You've then got your threading pack with monofilament beading thread and elastic. You've then got more satin cord in black and in aqua, so another 20 metres of your satin cord just here. That's a total of 50 metres of satin cord there. That's unbelievable. And then you've got rose gold plated 925 sterling silver findings. There they are, with head pins, chain, earring findings, crimp bead covers and jump rings. Have a look at these head pins. You can really see the quality of these gorgeous head pins. They're beautiful. And the stunning chain. I mean, these are gorgeous, precious metal findings. Rose gold plated 925 sterling silver findings. This is one of my favourite findings packs. The rose gold plated sterling silver really is so elegant and it's so sumptuous and sophisticated. Now, a kit that has precious metal findings, generally the general rough rule of thumb on Jewellery Maker is if you've got a kit with precious metal findings, it's definitely going to be over 30-35 pounds. Okay. Then of course you've got gemstones to take into consideration, all of your threading materials, any extras that you've got, like the memory wire we've got here as well. So that all adds up. I did say today every single one of our kits is going under £30, including this kit, with the fact that it's got your sterling silver findings, your rose gold plated sterling silver findings. We are still going under £30. Here's your price point for this kit today. It's absolutely phenomenal. £24.95. £24.95. Now, this is amazing. The findings on their own are £15.95p. The findings on their own are £15.95p. So that's everything else as part of this kit for less than a tenner. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? Amazing. Now, Irene, we're going to see, because you said you're quite often asked about this, some gemstone crochet.
Yeah, you get a lot of people that find it hard to crochet, or they want to crochet, and then they hear that you can crochet with wire. And some of the workshops I've done, people are really negative that they feel they can do it. And when they do actually start to do it, they think, wow, why didn't I do it earlier? So I think it's really important that I find it easier to crochet with wire, because it's got more structure. If you use wool, it tends to be a bit bitty and, you know, softer, so you don't see the structure flow really well. So I thought it was a good idea just to show you what you can do with a beautiful stash of all your random beads, which are, I've really fallen in love with these scoop sets that you give to us, because the amount that we get in there, first of all, what I did was I paired a few pairs of earrings up with them. And because I loved all the colour and I couldn't choose what I wanted to do with them, that's why I thought, how about if I crochet them all together and see what impact they give me? And I really do like it. I think it's come up really good and classy.
Do you know what? I'm just looking at this bead scoop which I've got here, which is different to the one that you've worked with, and I've just picked out a pair of pink coloured pearls.
Yeah.
Which you can make into a pair of earrings. I've also got a pair of, what else have we got? Oh look, a pair of coated hematites there. You can make that into a pair of earrings. Irene's right, you can look through your bead scoop and you will find little pairs of gemstones that you can make into beautiful little earrings. Absolutely gorgeous. And even on the recording there, where there's lots of blue, you can see lots of pairs of gemstones as well, which is gorgeous. We've got a text in from Aisha saying, I see blue, blue, blue. Push down the price, you know you want to. I see blue, blue, blue. Come on, we're all waiting to see what you do.
Oh, very good.
Don't start daring Dion to do things, because she will take that dare, as she is now. We're taking the price down. A kit with precious metal findings to $21.90. That is amazing.
Brilliant, brilliant.
The findings on their own are $15.95. Those findings, almost £16, and you're getting everything else for what? £8-9? Amazing. Right, Irene, let's do this.
Well, I've just spotted something else that I thought might be a good idea to let you know about as well. You know, the actual, because I've still got loads left in mine, but you know this actual reel here that we've got, once you've used your cord.
The bobbin, yeah.
Yeah, what you can do is, while you're threading on your beads, okay, so all your gemstones, what you do first is, I've took this lovely reel that we get in our kit, the lovely wire, and all you do with our little soup stash is I thread them all on. So you can sit there in front of the telly and just thread them on randomly how you want. Don't worry about the way that you put them on, but literally keep the reel attached with the gemstones on. And another little top tip is, you know all these plastic seal bags that we get with our findings in? If you find one that's big enough, what you can do, if you half open it up and then you drop your reel, so if ever you're using beading cords or anything, drop your reel inside and just leave the tail to come out and just clip it together, and then when you drop it on the floor it doesn't unreel. Yeah. So good. Yeah, well, a lot of people use cups, but I do that and it really does work, honestly. Okay, so the best way once you start crocheting is just use a larger crochet hook. It does help a lot better. Okay, you can use smaller ones, but when you first start, use a larger crochet hook. Obviously the larger the crochet hook, the bigger the loop you're going to get. Okay, and all you need to do really is, because I'm using a sort of coated thread, which is beautiful and it's soft to the touch, so it would be great on your skin. First of all, just make a loop. Okay, so an overhand loop, just to help you at the beginning. Okay, and then what you do is, I tend to hold the towel just in my left hand, and I crochet with the right, but obviously if you're the other way around, it's not a problem. Now, on a lot of crochet hooks, just to let you know, it's narrower at the front here, and then you have like a bump on some of them here. Okay, and it usually tends to tell you what size crochet hook it is, but my one, I've had this many years. And what I would say is to get the tension, because obviously when you first start you do get a bit tensed on crocheting, so what I usually do is tell people just to push it back and bring it forward, and that tends to give you a good size loop. Okay, and all we need to do is, it's a little sort of saying that I say to my ladies and they tend to remember, so it'll be round, under and off. Okay, so it's in the loop, round, under and off, and that's literally how you crochet.
Wow!
And that is it. Okay, so don't be scared, please give it a go. Just sit there in front of the telly watch Jewellery Maker and give it a go.
Because I've seen some of our guest designers doing crochet, and there's smoke coming off their hands. They do it so quickly. You do get very
really fast. Yeah. So once you've done that, now I just to let you know, one of the bracelets that did really well that I did in a magazine many years ago, and it's always been asked for. And if you keep doing what they call a single chain, which this is, round, under, and off. Round, under and off. Okay, if you try to remember that until you get used to it, that's fine. I don't want you to have my voice in your head, but round, under and off. Okay, now if you make that long enough and then pop that around your wrist, that can be like your working chain. So let's imagine this is the length. If you're going to be doing the necklace, obviously you'll just do it to whatever shape you want. Okay, but if you wanted to say make a bracelet, this is the length that we want, and then what you want to do then is we're going to do a bit of a zigzag. So you're going to look like a blanket basically. It's going to come across and you're going to work backwards and forwards. Okay, so I'm going to pretend this is the length that I want, say, to make either the width of the necklace piece I want, or the width of a bracelet I want. Then that's going to be my sort of foundation strand. Then all you need to do is I'm going to just do another loop, and that gives me a stitch to up the tempo, so I work across. Okay, now what we're going to do is you can add randomly whenever you want. So to add a bead now, we're going to work back along the row. Okay, and to make the bracelet I tend to say do about 6 rows, and then we fold it over. But I'm going to work across the first row first, so we're going to go in. I've brought my gemstone up to the back, and then all I'm going to do is encase that as I go round. Then I'm going to take that and loop it under. That gemstone will follow through, or it will stay at the back. Do not worry about it. Okay, and then I'm just going to take that off because I just want one piece there. So
Dorothy says, thanks for the tip. I've always crocheted with the thread in my left hand. Your technique is like knitting. I have to try it.
Oh bless, thank you. So stitch at the back, round, under, and then if you want to just keep it tighter, take the last loop off. Okay, so we're going to go through, bring up a gemstone, round, and you can take the 2 of them loops off. Okay, that makes it tighter work. So through, take up a gemstone, round, under both of them.
Doing it. It's lovely.
Under both of them and off. I had a friend, one of the ladies that helps do my kits for me at home, and she said to me I would love to crochet. She sat there honestly for half an hour in my house, and I said I'm going to teach you to crochet, and you know what, she's just crocheted a massive doily. Yeah, and she's ever so proud of herself. And you know, for anybody at any age, you know, that's, you know, how it should be. You shouldn't be scared of anything.
Not at all.
Okay, so, and
Beautiful.
it looks messy. The good thing about working with wire, it looks messy, but the thing is, if you were doing this with 0.4 gauge wire, what you can do then, the secret, I mean, this has got elasticity to it, this has, but if you use a 0.4 wire, what you can do with that, it's so forgiving. What you do then is you make the mesh, you do the crochet, and you think it's looking a bit tatty, and then what you do is the 0.4 or 0.5 gauge wire, what you do, you just squish it together and shape it to how you want it to, and that's all you do. And you're just going to go in back and forward, do about 6 rows, put yourself a beautiful clasp on the end, and you wear that then as a bracelet.
I love the way that's coming together. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for that, Irene. That's gorgeous, and that's a really lovely way of doing crochet, and a really simple way of doing it. Gorgeous. So once you buy the findings for $15.95, everything else is £6. That's all your gemstones, all your threading materials, all your memory wire. I mean, that's just amazing, isn't it? What a kit! Very few chances left for this kit. It's obvious to see why. Lovely jewellery, amazing deal for you today. Let's go and see some of your pieces over at the Wall of Fame. Beautiful. I've got number 134 here. Lovely wirework pendants and a ring by the look of it, sent in by Lucy, who's in South Wales. Hi all. Please find attached this entry to this week's Wall of Fame. I've made the flowers after seeing Rachel Norris's amazing cabochons. Rachel made them look really easy, but they're not. The wrapped cabochon is from Watching Laura Binding. The side is supposed to be the side is supposed to be the back, but it looks better at the front. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. I've used 1mm gauge silver wire from Jewellery Maker and agate from my stash. Good luck to everyone in the drawer, and that's from Lucy. Lucy, that's absolutely beautiful. You've done that real justice there.
I like the way she's done the flower as a feature on the stone. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Best of luck.
Oh, yes. I've got 132. It looks like they're pearls. Oh, the writing's, I'm going to have to put it that way.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hi, all at JM. Here's the wall of my entry for this week using shell pearls, silver plated spacer beads. The red crystal beads are from a very old stash. Can you tell everyone how wonderful the staff are at the call centre?
How lovely.
And particular Kelly, thank you for from Glennis Port Crawl.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, with 2 big kisses. Thank you very much.
That's awesome. Passing our love to the call centre. They are brilliant over there. Number 135, lovely, really, really wearable jewellery here from Valerie in Shrewsbury. Hi to all at Jewellery Maker. This is made from crackle quartz and small black agate chain, all from Jewellery Maker. Regards from Valerie. Isn't that beautiful?
That is very
really
nice.
Wearable jewellery, that, Valerie. Well done and best of luck, darling.
Oh, look at this wire work. Everybody's getting really good at their wire work.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, 133. Hi all, this is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I love fossils and decided to use the Orturcus fossil from my stash at the pendant.
Fabulous.
I have teamed it up with Rutilite quartz. Rutilite quartz and bare copper wire. And I hope you like it.
That's beautiful.
Good luck to everyone in the drawer.
Gorgeous.
Isn't it lovely?
Using fossils in your jewellery, how awesome is that?
Yeah.
And I've got my 136 in, which is lovely and springy with a little ladybird. From Sim in Surrey. Hi Jewellery Maker, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. All from Jewellery Maker except the ladybird. I think it's very summery. I hope you like it. Good luck to everyone in the drawer. Kind regards from Sue. That is absolutely gorgeous, and oh, you're going to have so much fun wearing that. That's so cute. I love the ladybird.
And it's
We
blue.
need to start doing ladybirds.
Beautiful.
Made about polymer clay, I suppose. Beautiful. Best of luck. Right. Don't go anywhere. Citrine coming up in just a few moments. It's absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous plain rounds here. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Don't go anywhere.
If you're new to jewellery making and want to learn all the essential techniques, then this is the perfect workshop for you. Join experienced resident designer Linda and learn how to get to grips with this addictive hobby. Learn how to create necklaces, earrings and bracelets with genuine gemstones. You will also have the opportunity to try a range of jewellery making mediums for beginners, including wirework, macrame and kumihimo. The full course includes a wide selection of gemstones and findings, threading materials, 0.4 and 0.8 silver-plated wire, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and our museum, and a visit to our shop. All of this for just £59.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Start your new hobby today with Jewellery Maker.
Have you ever thought about making your jewellery making hobby into a business? Come and join our experienced jewellery maker and small business trainer, Angela Edwards, on a fun and relaxed day of tuition into the Jewellery Making Business Academy. Angela will teach you the basic business skills, including how to create a business plan, how to access current and potential customers. Angela will inform you how you should price your products to appeal to your customers and how to make it easier for you to sell to the right people at the right price. She will also teach you on how to use social networking to your advantage and gain a key knowledge on legal requirements and insurances. For more information, please contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
look at these. These really are glorious, aren't they? Look at that, isn't that beautiful? This is what I mean when I say about members of the quartz family not necessarily having crystal clear clarity. They have this personality. Each one of these gemstones has a personality, has a character, and it's these wonderful natural inclusions. You could know nothing about gemstones at all, but looking at this strand, you can identify instantly this is genuine gemstone quality. It's not fake, it's not synthetic. And actually we have that lovely Wall of Fame entry where somebody just started to use fossils and rutilated quartz in their jewellery. Do you know what? This actually looks a little bit like golden rutile quartz, don't you think? With these wonderful feathery-like inclusions running through the gemstone. Each gemstone unique, each gemstone giving you a different character, each gemstone with a different story to tell. That's what I love about gemstones like citrine, is it does give you a totally unique quality. In each and every gemstone, in each and every strand, there is going to be a unique set of characteristics. Beautiful, isn't it? Now, this is genuine gemstone quality. Irene and I have spoken quite a lot this morning about kind of synthetics, plastics, glass, and we're not taking anything away from those materials at all because they do look fantastic in jewellery making. They do definitely have their place. But when you've got a genuine gemstone quality, something that has taken millions upon millions of years of formation, and we can bring you a strand of genuine gemstones that could be 50, 60 million years old for under £20. I mean, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Oh yeah, this is going under £20. Today we're going under 15. In fact, the price you're going to see now is not your price. We've been really lucky over the last couple of days with some glorious sunshine. For that reason, we are taking this down, all the way down. $7.95 for genuine citrine, highly polished rounds, absolutely glorious. And you get to experience, you get to see that full majesty of citrine, the full characteristics of this gemstone coming out. Now, what other gemstones can you put this with? Well, loads of you came through to get this incredible strand of Smokey Quartz. I definitely put this with that. Definitely. That's now sold out. Also, I put it with your natural African Amethyst faceted drops, 1,000,000,000%. Also, I put it with this. Stunning Sodalite natural bundle that we gave to Irene for her challenge. Absolutely gorgeous. And actually, Irene did say that this would go, that this Sodalite would go really well with orange. What do you think of that combination there, Irene, with the citrine?
Well, I'm thinking that goes absolutely stunning, because that citrine on its own bounces off any colour that you get, that you're wearing or that you mix it with. But to go with that, I think that's going to bring all the colours of each of the blue stone out.
You've got colours of nature here, haven't you? And of course they're going to go together, they're going to blend together beautifully. If you've come through to get the Sodalite 5-strand pack, then why not come through to get the citrine now? Dion has put this text on screen, everyone. Emily from the West Midlands says, loving the show, loving your work, Dion. Honestly, this is like the Dion Appreciation Society. Every single time I work on this shift side, it becomes less and less and less about the gemstones and more and more about Dion's little fan club. She puts all these texts on screen, by the way. I don't have any. What do you mean, no you don't? Yeah, but you chose to pick Emily's text and put it on screen. Oh, she's texted it in twice, apparently. Emily's texted that text in twice. Emily, thank you very much. Please don't send any more texts in like that for Dion, because honestly, this show, is not here to... We're not here to massage Dion's ego, basically. I do always wear blue. I always wear this blue top whenever I'm with you. I would get told off by Dion. Why are you wearing blue? Why? Why? Cassie, have you got any blue on? Where's Cassie's? But Cassie's not got blue on. Has Irene got blue on? Not really. I'm like a kind of like a bluey, lacy, toppy thingy. It's not blue, is it? It's grey.
No.
It's a silvery grey. I'd like to say Kerry's not wearing any blue at all.
She's got beautiful hair.
Are you wearing blue pants today? She's not even wearing blue pants. Cassie is now giving... Cassie's now just given Kerry a blue pen to hold. Honestly, this is becoming some kind of an obsession here on Jewellery Maker. Anyway, $7.95, add it to your order, and you've arguably got a gemstone, which, you know, because of the sunshine we're having at the minute, yeah, do you know what? It is absolutely going to be the kind of strand that people are going to be, oh no, for pity's sake, Lynn in Somerset, we love Dion, yeah. Yeah, Tom Jones. Tom Jones?
Yeah, he says yeah.
Oh, does he?
Oh, he does, yeah, on The Voice. Yeah.
On The Voice, Tom
Yes.
Jones. Yeah!
You sounded quite good then.
Did I?
Yeah.
That sounded a bit like Tom Jones.
Oh, I did it then. Yeah.
He's amazing. Tom Jones has got the most amazing voice, hasn't he? Why, Delilah? I don't know what my face was doing there. That was weird. That was weird.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Very strange. I like what's his name? Will.i.am. I think he's wicked.
Very clever man.
He's really cool, isn't he? He's such a clever dude, isn't he? He can do everything, can't he? Really odd fashion sense, but then again, he's meant to be a little bit odd. He's so cool. I love him. Who else is on there? It used to be Jessie J. It used to be her. She annoyed me. Ricky from the Kaiser Chiefs.
Oh.
He's good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got blue eyes.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, stunning blue eyes.
Is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Who else is on? Who else is on The Voice? Who?
Yeah, Rita's
Rita
fab.
Ora. She's pretty cool, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her
hair. You
hairdos.
do not like her, Kerry? No, you're not a fan of Rita Ora. There you go. Anyway, more on The Voice. What channel's that on? Is that on Channel 3?
Finished. It's just finished.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I love watching
Did you watch it?
I don't watch much TV, to be honest. Obviously, Jewellery Maker, but I had to get that in. But yeah, it's fabulous.
I really like Saturday Night Takeaway with Ant and Deck. That's just finished because they're going to go and do Britain's Got Talent now. There you go, Britain's Got Talent. There you go. Oh, watch that weird programme with Philip Schofield on the other night. Back in the Room. Well, they hypnotise people. It's horrible. It's horrible. I couldn't watch it. It was awful. I just thought these poor people. They know they're going to be hypnotised, but those poor people. I had to turn over. It was dreadful. It was awful. Right, where are we going now?
Wow.
On the board? Yeah. I got them here. Whoa. Whoa. I've never seen these before. Never, ever. Not even like, oh, I saw them once 3 years ago. I've never, that was Kelly Hoppen again. I've never seen these. Like Deborah Meaden, so I'm not going to invest. She never invests in anything, does she? Never. Unless she's there, she sits there in her chair with her hands like this, with a big stack of money next to it. She will only ever invest in, this is Deborah Meaden of Dragon's Den, she only ever invests if Theo Profiterole invests. Theo Profitas. I call him Theo Profiterole. If Theo Profitas invests, I reckon they've got like a thing going on. I love, what's his name? Is it Peter Jones? He's really funny. If he doesn't like something, he really tells them. Yeah. And I think James Caan, he's gorgeous. Do you think? Yeah, he's nice. Duncan Barnatine. Right, okay. Expenditure. I don't know why. I'm just going through everyone on Dragon's Den. Any other shows? Any other shows that you want to talk about? Another thing. So we've got extended shows. Honestly, I've never seen these before. Oh, now.
Oh, very nice.
Do you know what, Irene? I reckon all around the country we've got guest designers And we've got jewellery makers looking at these extender chains thinking, ooh, they're called extender chains, but I'm going to use them in this way. I reckon there are so many different ways in which you can use these. That's got the 925 on it.
Yeah.
The 925.
Straight away what I'm thinking is, you know, when you're selling your goods, basically people, and you tell them they're genuine, the first thing they look for is that sign, and that is just going to pop your jewellery. It's going to up the market straight away.
You've got a tag which says 925 on it. Now, the last time we did a tag with anything written on it like that, I think was, you know, those little handmade, those little hand-shaped charms which said handmade jewellery on them. To my knowledge, that is the only time we've ever given you the opportunity to get like a charm with, which denotes what the piece of jewellery is that it's attached to, either handmade or 925 sterling silver. To be fair, do you know what? We didn't have to add this on. Didn't have to. Why would we add on a little charm onto the end of an extender chain with a 925 stamp on it? Why? What's the purpose of it? Does it change the way that the piece of jewellery works? Well, no. Does it change the way the piece of jewellery looks? Well, yeah, it does as well. What's it really going to do, though? As Irene says, it's going to give you that platform. It's going to change the way that you look at your jewellery and the way that other people look at your jewellery as well. It's going to give you that credibility. It's going to give your jewellery that credibility. If you've got a stamp or a little charm on your piece of jewellery that says 925 and there's no other purpose for it other than just to display that this is made out of 925 sterling silver, and hopefully the rest of your jewellery is as well, then my word, you know what? You are going to be leagues ahead of everybody else. Now, on this board, I've got a selection. Well, they're all exactly the same. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 10 in total. Okay, so I've got 10 in total. I am looking at these thinking, right, well, how could I use these? You could obviously use them as an extender chain on a bracelet or on a necklace. Wouldn't they look lovely in a tassely pair of earrings? You know, you don't have to use them. You don't have to use them as an extender chain if you don't want to. You could use them to decorate, maybe to use them with the kind of the hat or fascinator idea that Irene showed us a little bit earlier on in the show. Maybe you want to have them linked together. Maybe you want to take all these little charms off and use them separately. The choice is yours, but honestly, I have never bought you anything like this before on Jewellery Maker. Dion, who has the luxury of being able to have a look at your texts and comments when you text things in on every single show, has said the amount of people who've been asking for tags just like this over the last few months has been unbelievable. I think there's lots of people out there who use sterling silver in their jewellery and they want to shout it from the rooftops that what they are using, what they have, is precious metal. Now is your chance to display that. Here's your price point for all 10 of these. See, I think that's amazing. Quite often, the guest designers who we have who sell pieces of their jewellery on, not all guest designers do, not all guest designers have a chance to or have time to, but some of our guest designers actually do sell their pieces of jewellery on. And I quite often ask them, what kind of difference to the price point on a piece of jewellery does something like this make? And I ask them it with regards to clasps. It's almost always with sterling silver items. How much difference does it make? Just plucking a guest design out of the air, Mark Smith has said to me in the past, if you add a sterling silver clasp onto a piece of jewellery, as opposed to having it in a plated quality, he will add on between £5 and £10, depending on the size and the quality of the clasp. With something like this, it's surely not unreasonable to add something on like that as well, you know, price point wise. The quality of what you've got here, astonishing. It really is beautiful. This is going to make a difference to your jewellery, isn't it, Irene? It's going to make a difference to the way it looks, the way you feel about your jewellery, the way everyone else feels about it. And you say, it's the first thing that people often look for.
Yeah. I mean, I think you know, you're going to have to display that in a higher class display section as well when you do it, because the thing is, you've just upped that money, like you say, at least £5 to £10 per item. Definitely. Yeah.
And I think use it with your most precious gemstones. And these aren't necessarily, you know, the big 5, ruby, emerald, diamonds and sapphire. Personally, I would use those with precious metal findings, but think about what gemstones mean to you as well. You might be a massive fan of moonstone and you only want to use precious metal findings with moonstone. That's fine. But think about it with regards to what it's going to add onto your jewellery. Looks-wise, emotional, to an emotional extent as well, and also monetary wise, this can make a difference to the kind of price points your jewellery will sell for and the kind of price points people would expect to pay for your jewellery. If you attach this onto a bracelet and your bracelet's only £5 and it's got sterling silver extender chain on it, I wouldn't personally believe that it was 925 sterling silver, so I probably wouldn't buy that piece of jewellery. It will affect the price point of your, it can affect the price point of your jewellery. Don't undersell yourself. If you want more advice on how to price your jewellery, I'd advise you either go back to our YouTube channel and watch last Thursday's show we had with Angela Edwards, which was amazing. We had dozens, if not hundreds of texts in during that show, and Angela really did impart some really very, very valuable information on that show with regards to how to market yourself in your jewellery and how to price your jewellery. But also I'd say come on the J&B Business Academy as well, because Angela's course is absolutely superb. It really, really is, and I think we could all benefit from going on that course. You know, if you are looking to sell your pieces of jewellery, well done. Amazing quality. The amount of multi-bidders I've got for these is quite simply amazing. It's for 10 of these extended chains here, all 925 sterling silver with a little 925 sterling silver stamp on each one of these tags as well, which is just brilliant. Being able to bring you this, it really is just brilliant. Absolutely gorgeous. Imagine this with your pearls. And I know we've got, you know, guest designers coming through to get our deals today. I know we've got really seasoned jewellery makers coming through to get these today as well, but if you are brand new to jewellery making, don't be afraid of using something like this. Don't be afraid of using precious metal. Arguably, some of the precious metal that we bring you on Jewellery Maker is actually easier to work with than some of our plated metal. That's not to say that our plated metals are difficult to work with at all, but the precious metal findings that we have here on Jewellery Maker are super, super soft. They're also very, very strong. They're very workable. They're very pliable. And you're making something with real inherent quality and value behind it. Well done, everyone. Loads and loads of people still coming through for these. Lots of text coming through as well, which is great. We're asking you today, what is your best birthday, your best and worst birthday presents? I think it was because it's Sammy, guest designer Sammy and a lady called Sharon. It was her birthday today, so we were just doing that bit of a text in. So text us. Caroline from the Channel Islands. Hi, ladies. My grandsons call me Blue Nan as I work for a local bank with a mainly blue uniform. Ah ha ha. Dion forever. Love blue gem prices. Enough. Yeah, all right, Dion. Dear me. Now I love this bundle. I love this shade of blue. See, she's infecting me with her love for blue. But honestly, I do love this bundle. What does this look like to you? What does this shade of blue remind you of?
Sea.
Yeah, Dion's just said that in my ear, actually, the sea. It's beautiful. Oh, look at that lovely shirt that Helena's got on today. Very nice shirt. Isn't it lovely? Is it lovely kind of chiffony material? Ooh. Helen, do you fancy coming and flashing us your sleeve?
She's petrified of the camera.
That's why I'm trying to entice you. Just show us your arm. If just in front of camera one, just stick your arm in front of camera one. It's a lovely shirt. These gemstones would look lovely with Helena's shirt. Look at this, look at this. Gemstones with this shirt. Oh, great. Well, we didn't even get a close-up of that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a lovely shirt, though, isn't it? A lovely blouse. Right, OK, so Irene said the sea. Dion said the sea. Do you know what it reminds me of? On our sister channels, we've got a collection called the Manhattan Diamond Collection. blue diamonds. This reminds me of blue diamonds. This is like a tealy green blue. It is absolutely, oh, it's just so opulent. Oh, it's just gorgeous. It's a really unusual shade of blue. This is what I would call blue, like blue. That is blue. That's like a royal blue just there. But this is like a teal blue, a really soft blue. It's beautiful, isn't it? Faceted 4mm rounds, faceted 8mm rounds, and faceted 10mm rounds as well. Findings wise, do you know what, Irene? I put this with rose gold or copper.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that look gorgeous?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Oh yeah. I can see why you like your rose gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd make it really, really classy. Like those high market stores.
Yeah. Like if you go to, I don't know, some of the stores at Camden Market, or if you go to Covent Garden Market, or if you go to Greenwich Market. I mean, I'm naming ones down in London, but they're kind of like the very, very kind of high-end, kind of boutique style market stores. Then of course you've got to think of your boutiques, you've got to think of your kind of very small, very exclusive family run jewellers with the kind of, you know, you've got to ring the doorbell to get in, and then when you go in, the carpets, the pile on the carpet's ridiculous, you know, it's just like walking on a mattress. You know, these kind of outlets are exactly the kind of outlets that I would expect to see colours like this, and with rose gold, very rich, very extravagant, very opulent, very exotic. I would love a suite of jewellery made out of these. I really, really would. And the great thing about a bundle like this is, of course, you've got your 4, your 8 and your 10mm faceted rounds. So you've got whenever we bring the graduated strands of genuine gemstones here on JM, so one strand of gemstone that ranges in size from 6 to 16mm in size, for instance, they always sell very, very, very quickly, because you've got gemstones on that strand for earrings, necklaces, bracelets, you know, for the whole shebang. Here, it's even better, because you've got a whole strand of 4mm, a whole strand of 8mm, a whole strand of 10mm. 3 strands in total. Now this is beautiful apatite green dyed quartzite. The great thing about quartzite is we can bring it to you in pretty much every colour of the rainbow. Every colour of the rainbow. The amount of people we've got coming through for this tells me a couple of things. It tells me, first of all, you absolutely love the colour in front of you. The second thing it tells me is that you also possibly love blue, and you also might have seen the price points we can offer you for quartzite in the past. This is going to be amazing. Quite simply amazing. All about the blues. Gorgeous apatite blue quartzite. Amazing price points. Have a look at this. £8.95p. You are going absolutely bananas for this. It's a really interesting shade of blue. It's not the kind of shade of blue that we see very often. Really, the only times that we do bring you this kind of particular tone of blue is when we bring you, as the name would suggest of this bundle, apatite. And apatite, particularly neon apatite, which is this is a very bears a lot of similarities with. The majority of the time we're bringing you nuggets or very, very small neon apatite gemstones, because of the way that apatite is treated. It has to be heated to a very, very high temperature to get that neon colour. We're bringing you that neon colour, but in a really, really large gemstone quality. How about it with the citrine we bought you earlier on? I like that. That's gorgeous.
Nice.
That's summer holiday, isn't it?
Oh, that is beautiful.
And do you know what, Irene? I reckon anyone could get away with wearing that colour combination.
Oh gosh,
anyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
If you've got fair skin or olive skin or very dark skin, I honestly think anyone could get away with wearing that.
That is so classy. Those two colours together.
Really are, aren't
really
they?
Classy.
And it's different to putting orange and blue together, as in orange and royal blue. It's very, very different. It's softer. It's more subtle. It's arguably more sophisticated. I love that. And with rose gold, for me, that would be a suite of jewellery I would wear all summer long. You could wear it with your sandy colours, your camel colours, your khakis, your olives, your blacks, your creams, your browns. Oh yeah, that for me is like the ultimate summer bundle. Quite often when people think of summer colours and summer pieces of jewellery, they think of very bright, very vibrant pieces, but in actual fact that is summery, isn't it? But it's also really sophisticated. Charmaine from Bedfordshire says, just had to buy, click pay and notice a strand that has sold out and come back into stock. Love the show, ladies and gents. Brilliant! Awesome, Charmaine, that's how we like to do things here. Yeah, awesome. Honestly though, if you've just come through to get this quartzite bundle, I get the citrine. How much is the citrine? It's $7.95 for the citrine. $7.95 for the citrine at the bottom of your screen. $8.95 for 3 strands of dyed apatite quartzite. Get it with the last kit that we did with the rose gold plated silver findings. That for me, brilliant. Actually, I'll show it to you with some rose gold actually, because we've got this matrix box coming up at about midday. Look at that. See, that is a lovely combo, isn't it? That is beautiful, isn't it? That with these gemstones, stunning. What do you reckon, Becky? Neon blue, orange, and rose gold.
I love that.
Isn't that nice?
Very classy.
Very classy. It is, isn't it? Yeah, just gorgeous. So it looks very, very different if you put it with silver or yellow gold. I bet it looks great with yellow gold, actually. Have a look at it with yellow gold. Let's get some of the yellow gold findings out. This matrix collection is brand new, by the way. It's coming up at midday. You see, I like that. It's a little bit too bright for me, that yellow gold, but I do like it.
No,
And with the silver, let's just double check. With the silver, don't forget this matrix collection is brand new, coming up at midday. Ooh, that's nice. Looks a bit more vintage, don't you think, with the silver?
You've got enough there though to make a couple of each. You know, you've got
You
enough
do, don't you?
stones,
Yeah. Yeah, you absolutely do. Nah, I'm sticking with the rose gold. I'm sticking with the rose gold. That for me, that is the look of summer. Very Egyptian with the rose gold, says Monica in Manchester. Yeah, yummylicious. Thanks, says Monica in Greater Manchester. It is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? That with the rose gold. Oh, and the citrine at the bottom of your screen for just $7.95. Boom. That is just gorgeous. Well done, everyone. Loads of people still coming through for this. Lots of people really patiently holding on the phone lines as well. If you are waiting on the phones at the minute, there is a little bit of a queue. Hold those lines. Well done. Now, we've got our final kit coming up in just a couple of seconds, but first of all, we're just going to recap the early bird special. Love that colour. It's amazing. We're just going to recap the early bird special, which was a deal for 3 of these. Now, I'm surprised we've got any of these left as well. We don't have that many left. Lots and lots and lots of people came through to get these. These are beautiful. 925 sterling silver bow charms. Aren't they gorgeous? I mean, look at that. You can really get a sense of the precious metal quality there as I move that charm, can't you? The reflective quality. They're wonderful, aren't they? 3 of these 925 sterling silver bow charms. They look really fluid, don't they? Almost like the ribbons flapping in the wind. It's just gorgeous. Just the right size for a ring. Oh, I think we're all fairly set on making a ring out of these. Oh, look at that. You can have it slightly on an angle as well. I love that. Reminds me of a design I've seen in Tiffany's. I'm sure it's Tiffany's. Is it Tiffany's who did like a bow design? I think it is. Other jewellery manufacturers are available. They focus. They've got a beautiful sterling silver collection. I've got one of their rings, which my husband bought me about 7 years ago. And I wear it all day, every day, whenever I'm not at work. And they've got the most beautiful sterling silver collection. I love that ribbon, don't you? What would you use for the shank of the ring, Irene? You could do wire macrame.
Yeah, you could.
A single strand of miniature pearls, maybe.
Do you know where I'm actually thinking, where the bow part is? I was thinking a really fine, delicate chainmail either side to balance it out. That's what I'm thinking.
That would be nice.
I'm liking the idea of that. But if you were making a ring, I probably would even do a nylon thread, clear thread, and I would have small, if I could do 2 mil, probably 3 mil. Silver beads going round,
nice.
Or pearls, you know, really small, delicate pearls.
Yeah.
So you've got a drop with it. I just think it's really nice. And if you think about the texture of the hammering of the I'm thinking of it. What do you call it? The end piece of the bow.
Yeah.
The tassel.
Yeah.
What do we call it? The end of the ribbon.
The tail. Yeah.
Yes, the tail. Thank you. That's been textured, hasn't it? And look how smooth it's still been flattened and textured.
I'm just looking at these and thinking,
really nice.
if I went to a craft fair, and I saw an entire stall of jewellery and maybe half the jewellery on that stall featured these bow ties in rings, in pendants, in earrings. If I saw a ring, a pendant, and the pendant would just literally be a really delicate fine chain with just that bow in the centre, and the ring would be very, very simple as well. I love Irene's idea about using little silver seed beads going around the shank of the ring, and maybe a couple of pairs of earrings. I would, I'd definitely buy that, and because it's sterling silver, I'll be prepared to pay quite a bit of money for that. You're getting 3 of these gorgeous 95 sterling silver bow tie charms. The price point for these, $9.95. As Irene said a little bit earlier on, in one piece of jewellery, using one of these bow charms, you've made your money back. Just in one piece of jewellery. Honestly, the quality of these is just sensational, and they've got a 95 stamp on the back of the bow tie as well, which is amazing. Please don't forget, in about 15 minutes, a brand new Matrix collection. It's absolutely gorgeous and it's going to sell out. We've had so much interest in this. Loads of people texting in about this. Right, final kit. This is gorgeous. We're going to see an awesome demo from Irene as well with this. I'm just going to have a quick sip of water. Now, what was your reaction when you opened this kit, Irene?
Fresh was the first word. I thought how fresh and pure it looked, and delicate, but then it's a sturdy piece of jewellery. And when I seen the findings in there, I've never seen findings like those, how big they are.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
And I just think they're really nice. And you've got a variety of shapes and sizes and texture of all the things but they all complement each other.
They really do. I think you're right. The gemstones are really fresh together. The gemstones really work together, but then you've got this beautiful texture running through this kit. These are the gemstones. You've got a strand of green rainbow quartz, which is absolutely beautiful. Apple green shell pearl. You've also got rainbow moonstone. You've got amethyst. You've also got, what's that strand of chips there? Let's get these off the thingy. Is it aquamarine?
I was going to say there is an aquamarine in there.
Green shell pearl. Green amethyst nuggets. I can't remember the last time I bought you green amethyst in nuggets. That's amazing. Rainbow moonstone nuggets and green rainbow quartz rounds. Absolutely beautiful. That is a lovely collection of gemstones, and as Irene says, it's fresh, isn't it? 2 double strands, so you've got the equivalent of 6 strands of genuine gemstones. That is so beautifully put together, isn't it? Really delicate, very fresh, very light, very ethereal. Then we add a bit of texture. You've got your threading pack with monofilament beading thread and elastic, which is great. Here comes this texture. Now you've got
Hessian.
Natural woven Hessian here in this spring green colour. Now it's 10 millimetres across, and you're getting 10 metres in total. This is such a wonderful material. Let's have a quick look at this.
Some Hessian.
That's all right, I've got this
Lovely.
one here. The great thing about this is it comes on this 10 metre spool, and it's 10 millimetres in diameter, but you can start to do things like this with it and make it really beautiful and wide, and you can really see that weave running through this incredible Hessian. It's really beautiful. I wouldn't say it's silky smooth, because it's certainly not. Because it's got all those beautiful natural fibres going through it, but it's not rough and scratchy and itchy. It's kind of like got just a lovely fibrous quality to it, like the original wax cord that we did many moons ago on Jewellery Maker. You're going to get exactly the same this time you're going to get it in this gorgeous kind of oatmeal-y colour. Let me get this one out. There you are. Really beautiful fibres here, gorgeous texture, and this against the smoothness of these two strands really works, and against the nuggets, well, it just fits in so beautifully, doesn't it? These are the findings that Irene was talking about, which I'll come to now. The size of these findings is quite simply amazing. They're enormous. Ribbon ends with extender chains. Now, here's your first one. The photo doesn't really give you a true representation of how big these are. This one here, untextured, and this one here, which is textured, that beautiful floral texture quality. These are actually your smallest ones. I know, they're enormous. You're then going to be getting medium. Oh, they're beautiful. They make a lovely sound. And look at the size of these. These are absolutely gigantic. Now, we've had lots of interest in this kit this morning, especially from Laura Binding, who saw what Irene had done with these really, really large ribbon ends with extender chains. Have a look at what she's done. I love what you've done here, Irene. It's a bit of a toss-up as to the kind of the demo we were going to see. This is such a lovely way of using these ribbon ends.
It was really quick and easy to do. Basically, it had already, all the chips had already been stranded for you, so I got the length of the necklace I wanted, and I literally put the one side together on the other side of the finding and made a box.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and then I did small strands of, you know, the gemstones, put them on a jump ring and attached them in the centrepiece so it flowed free through a box.
It makes such a lovely kind of top bead to this pendant. It's absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous jewellery. Just look at how these elements come together. Love what you've done. Love what you've done with this necklace here, Irene. It's so sweet, little dragonfly necklace.
Yeah, they're just the earring findings, and I just used a couple of those and put them back to back with a little wire work.
Beautiful.
And then a nice jump ring.
Beautiful. This is what we're actually going to see the demo on. This beautiful heart design here, and I just want to draw your attention to this as well. This is so pretty. This is a gorgeous brooch. I love that. It's just so pretty.
Yeah, it'd be good on probably a nice winter coat, I think, wouldn't it? Because it's quite a good structure. So if you had a plain black coat, I think it would, you know, give it, you know, pop the collar area on it.
It's amazing. It's amazing how structural this woven cord can be. And actually, we'll come to the demo in a second. First of all, though, we've got to bring you the price point for this kit. Got loads of people coming through for this kit. It is absolutely beautiful. The contrast between the smoothness and lightness of that gorgeous rainbow quartz and the shell pearl, then the fibrous quality. The textured quality of the two strands of chips, two double strands of chips you're going to be getting in the rainbow moonstone and the green amethyst is amazing. Then even more of a contrast between all of that and then this gorgeous heavy fibrous quality of the Hessian. Oh, just wonderful. Price point for this kit is amazing. Have a look at your deal today. I've got a couple of multi-bidders coming through to get this kit already. £24.95. Brilliant. Loads and loads and loads of quality here. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, just stunning. Really, really, really beautiful kit, this one. Now, Irene, how do you go about making this? Because it's so neat what you've done here.
It was quite easy to do because of the quality of the ribbon. You get a good quality ribbon, you know it's going to fall nicely. And all I did really was I took a small base of the material. What I used, probably a piece of felt. So if I just turn it over so you can have a quick look around there. You can see the back there. I mean, the thing is there, you could embroider something nice like I love you or, you know, happy Valentine or anything like that. So you could put a message on the back. And it was just a weaving technique. And then what I did was then cut the shape that I wanted, but I can demo that for you. And then I wrapped it around with the Hessian as well. And then just put any sort of finding in that you like in the middle.
It's so sweet. Perfect. Right, let's go for it, Irene.
Okie dokie. Right then, so I've still got quite a bit left here. And what you do, because you get like 10 metres on this, it's absolutely loads of. Now, what you can do, again, good old E6000 glue is a good one. This is just a piece of material that I had in my crafter's stash. So I'm just going to do this one for quickness. But what you would do is, we will open it out, which I suppose I should have done that first, she said. Let's see if I can get
So this is just like a backing fabric with sticky back plastic on the back of it.
It's probably that old that's been in my stash. I probably need to open it a bit. Let me use my other one.
Yeah, go for it.
Rightio, we'll just show you here because I've already started it anyway, so we might as well finish this one off. So basically it's got a back section to it here, but what you would do is you'd put some E6000 down, and what you would do is you would start putting a strand at the top. So I'm just going to cut some. You cut them into sections, so basically all you're going to need is a pair of scissors and obviously the Hessian ribbon that you want to use. And what you would do is you will make a line that will come down here, like so. Okay, so we'll just cut a few of those so I can show you.
And do you set up all of your green ones first, as it were?
I think if you're going to start at the top, place them next to each other, and then just get yourself your run across there first. So for instance, we've got 3 there. Okay. Lovely. And then what you would do then is you start to work across. So if we just ignore this little bit here for now. So I think because of the heat it's probably stuck really well, hasn't it? And you know, I used to be a card maker, you see, and the good thing about these lovely Hessian materials, I've been using some of the little stashes out of my cupboard.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it's nice to use some things. And basically what you will do is you'll put yourself a strand coming down and then a strand going across, but I do one at a time because otherwise I get a little bit confused, because it doesn't take a lot of my age to get confused. Okay, so as you can see, and all it is honestly is a little weaving technique. Now I've placed that one there, so obviously this strand went under, so I want to go on top, so it's just a basket work really. Then if I've got my strip coming down, what I will do then is I will put a tad of glue here, if you're using these 6000, and then I will place that down.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, a tad of glue there, lift this one up, and basically it's a weaving motion, as you can see. So top, bottom, top, bottom. Okay, so I think most people can do that, can't they? Yeah, so that's really nice. So what we would do is we'll keep going and going and going, and then you would do in, out, in, out. So you would do that coming across and literally go across and cross.
Lovely.
Okay, so once we've got that, then what we want to do is we want to decide what shape we want to do. I want to make, we've made a heart, haven't we? So I might have a sample. So what I did was I made a heart at this shape here. Okay, now to get the perfect heart, you could spend hours, or what you can do is literally fold a piece over in half, and then just roughly get the shape that you want. So I'm coming out, going down and meeting into a point, and then I'll take that out and I'll have a look.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, that's a lovely heart.
Yeah, so I'm going to go for this one now, I made earlier. Okay, so all I need to do then, which is I've got a thing about loving working with ribbon, but I don't know what it is, whether it's because I used to be an hairdresser, but I have this thing about loving to trim and cut it into a neat shape. So all your hard work then, you just cut it out. But it's a bit like cutting material, isn't it? If you start, do yourself a nice big base, and you could probably do a couple of these then, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I suppose you could actually pin that heart onto the weave to kind of keep it nice and...
Yeah.
To keep it in place, couldn't you?
Yeah, that would be more professional, I suppose. But there we go. Okay, so once I've taken that off, there you go. Look,
lovely.
Nice structure. Okay, and then what we want to do then is, so if you've got any odd parts that obviously have come apart, you know, away from the base, all you need to do is glue this piece here. So hopefully we're going to just put a tad of glue there and just follow it round and just check your work before you know, finish off your base. And as I say again, once you put your glue on, squish it down and let it dry into place. And obviously read the manufacturer's instructions of whatever glue it is you're using. Okay.
Lovely.
And I really do love E6000, I'll be honest with you. I do love that product. Okay.
We've got your details for your E6000 glue bundle coming up onto your screen in just a couple of seconds.
So what we want to do now is we need to find a piece, and roughly we're going to trim it. We're going to neaten it off and get the finishing look, so that's roughly about it. And then obviously, as you know, this stretches slightly.
Oh,
so
yeah, beautiful.
Isn't it lovely? And we've got the birthday DVD coming out, haven't we? And
We do.
I use this to make a necklace.
Oh, lovely.
So like an Egyptian type necklace.
Ronnie says, I'm really enjoying the show. Carol, you're amazing. And Irene, I've been admiring the item the item you're doing for ages, and I'm glad you're showing how it's made. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It'd be nice for her to put them up on Facebook to show us that she's made one herself.
Definitely.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we just need to tidy up the edges, and once again the good old glue comes out. You can use your heat gun as well, because we do sell heat guns, don't we?
Yeah, the Dremels.
Yeah, so you could use your heat gun. That dries fairly quick. But don't forget, use any shape you want. It doesn't have to be a heart. I mean, I like hearts, but not everybody likes a heart.
I love them.
Yeah.
Thinking if you did this on a bigger scale, you could make things like coasters, couldn't you? Placemats and things like that.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Yeah. And literally all I'm doing is just giving a little bit of a stretch and pulling it out. And really that's all we're doing. And that's as easy
Oh, lovely.
as it
You're
is.
creating that little frame for it to go in. That's really cute.
Yeah. But like you say, you could do any shape. And you know, the other thing I was thinking of is you could use, you know, is it a two epoxy that you use for your resins?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you could actually resin inside this before you put your case on.
Nice idea, yeah.
Yeah, and you could make it pop with some gemstones sitting in it as well. So you could do it on a smaller version and then do it that way. So just build onto it.
Perfect.
Yeah, I suppose it does look like a bit like a coaster as well. Probably a smaller one might be, or you could do a random set of 3 of these from large all the way up to small.
Oh, that'd be nice, yeah.
And that would be nice, wouldn't it? And wind charms. This would look nice as a wind charm, wouldn't
idea,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. Obviously it won't make a noise, but you can have things that will make a noise. But there we go. Yeah. So, and that's probably, I would like to touch that to the back. And then that's all we really need to do, and let that dry. And that's as easy and as quick as it is to do.
Oh, Christmas tree decorations, Susan says. They would make lovely Christmas tree decorations, wouldn't they? And then what you've done is you've just attached a shell pearl onto a round
for instance, like a jump ring here. Yeah, I mean that's a small one there, but we could do that, and then we could add probably like a little stone inside. That one's a bit bigger, just bear with me. Bearing in mind our lovely little stash, because we've got to put a bit of blue in there, haven't we? You know how we're getting don't use blue. But
yeah, that's
do you know
really cute.
I like
that.
Yeah, you could do a couple of these, couldn't you? These
Nice idea.
Yeah, so you could decorate it as much as you like then.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. Thank you for that, Irene.
You're welcome.
What are we doing now, lovely Dion? So, you've got your kit, you've got your 20 metres of your Hessian cord, which is this, in this gorgeous oatmeal colour and this beautiful spring green. We've just seen a lovely demo with Irene on how you can use this in such a beautiful way. So 20 metres of your Hessian cord, you've then got your rainbow moonstone, your green amethyst nuggets, your rainbow green quartz and your shell pearl in this gorgeous sage green colour. Plus you've got your 6 ribbon endings, which are silver plated copper in small, medium and super duper large. In fact, they're all pretty much large. All for £24 and 95p, and your threading pack as well, which is absolutely amazing. So a fantastic kit there. It's been really popular. Well done, everyone. You're right there, Irene.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, just to sort of let you know, really, you know the 2-end findings that you get, your clasp bands?
Yeah.
You just pop them 2 together like that. That's how we made the actual pendant.
You get that gorgeous kind of box quality, don't you, which looks absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's such a lovely way of using those together. Really fantastic. I think we're going to see that on the Wall of Fame as well. Right, okay, let's go and see some of your designs on today's Wall of Fame. Brilliant. Gorge, I've got number 139 here from Sally in South Yorkshire. Hi everyone at Jewellery Maker, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. A necklace and earring set made with Amazonite, which I bought from Jewellery Maker a long time ago. Good luck to everyone who's entered. That's from Sally in South Yorkshire. Brilliant.
Lovely.
Beautiful. Best of luck, darling.
Nice colours. Go well. 137. Okay. From Katie Page. Hi all. My entry this week is Amazonite and rainbow moonstone necklace with silver spacers. I showed my 5-year-old daughter the Alderescent from Moonstone. I don't know.
Adulorescence.
Oh, that's a big word.
I know, yeah.
From Moonstones. And she thought it was magical and wanted her own. Oh, wow, lovely. Luckily, there was a same strand on JM that day, so I bought it from Katie in Kent.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Isn't that lovely to make your daughter a set as well?
Yeah, really,
Very
really
nice.
lovely.
Oh,
that's really sweet.
very pretty.
Number 140. This looks like a flock of birds. It's absolutely beautiful. This is from Margaret. It's number 140. Hi all. Here's attached as my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. A gemstone tree using black rutilated quartz and white shell nuggets and 0.6mm gauge wire. I was going to set it into resin and gemstone base but my sister said she really liked the way that it looks, so I've decided to leave it as it is. I think it looks amazing. It's a pity Jewellery Maker doesn't do 100 metre wire reels as often as they're perfect for making gemstone trees. Keep up the work and I hope everyone had a great Easter. Do you know what, Margaret? I think that is absolutely beautiful and it looks like a flock of birds. It's just, you can see the movement in there. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Really, really, really beautiful. You should be really proud of that. And I'm sorry we don't do more 100 metre spools of wire. Just 50 metre spools are a lot more affordable for most of our viewers, so I hope that's okay with you. But we will carry on bringing you the odd 100 metre spool. Brilliant.
Okay, I've got 138. Oh, got a lot on here. Hi all. Hello from the Netherlands. Very nice. The primary necklace is made from green wax cord, a pale blue satin cord with a lovely green scales, all from JM products. This is my first entry to the Wall of Fame. I would like to thank your colleagues at the warehouse for a lovely green scale. For the green scale, it's all right. The board's closing it up. That was enclosed in one of my orders. Yeah, received them approximately 3 weeks ago. It was a lovely surprise.
Gorgeous.
I'm sending you a photograph for the necklace I did with some of the scales so that your colleagues who sent me the gift can see what I did with them.
Yeah.
I call the necklace the Dragonfly necklace. Hope that they like it. Sorry if it took me a little long to finish it due to a rather painful thumb. Okay, it is not as perfect as I would like it to be, but I wanted to make something with it to send you a photograph as a way of saying thank you to them. Hope you like the Dragonfly necklace. It reminds me of the days as a child by the lake of Dragonfly hovering over the beautiful long grass and the plants in the lake of the sunny shine days.
Oh,
gorgeous. Thank you. Kind regards, that's an unusual name, Indrani?
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? It's got a lovely story behind it as well. That's come all the way from the Netherlands. That's amazing.
The warehouse people are getting some really good compliments.
They are,
today,
aren't they? I think what she's referring to is the free gifts that we sometimes send out. That is absolutely amazing. If you got those scale mails as a free gift, that's brilliant. This is astonishing jewellery as well. Number 141 from Rosemary, who says, please find attached my entry for the Wall of Fame. This was my birthday gift from my mum on the 2nd of April. She made it from silver-plated and gold-plated chain with hematite stars, citrine and baroque pearls. Most came from Jewellery Maker. It looks absolutely stunning when on, especially when the sun hits it. I hope you like it as much as I do. Love to you all at Jewellery Maker. That's from Rosemary. Rosemary, that is absolutely beautiful jewellery, and that is, you're gonna treasure that forever. That is beautiful, and your mum is so talented. Lovely for making that for you, and so talented. It's beautiful.
Are they not the colours that we've been talking about today?
Teal greens.
Work really well together. Beautiful.
Awesome. Right. Possibly the biggest deal of the month so far coming up in just a couple of seconds. The most amazing brand new Matrix collection. We have had so many people texting in about this Matrix collection. I've just realised we've got to do the Wall of Fame draw as well. So the Matrix collection is coming up in literally just a few moments. Battling through the text. Right. So, Irene, do you want to draw the winner and I'll do the runner-up?
Could be number 50.
So.
Oh, this is really exciting.
This week's runner-up for the Wall of Fame, winning £50 credit to their Jewellery Maker account is number 90.
Yay! Very nice.
Fran Porter, congratulations, £50 credit to your Jewellery Maker account. Well done.
Well done. Lovely.
Irene, would you like to draw this week's winner of the Wall of Fame, winning £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account?
Oh, this is fun. Right, I'm not looking.
Just one.
I'm trying. Number 62.
Number 62. And that is Brenda. We don't know your surname, but we're going to have to find out. But Brenda, congratulations, you've won £100 credit to your Jewellery Maker account. Well done to you. Matrix collection coming up in just literally a couple of minutes. Please don't go anywhere. It's going to be one of the biggest deals of the month so far, and I've had so many people texting in about this. It's going to go so quickly. If you want to enter the Wall of Fame, here's how to do it.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Get making and good luck!
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
If you're new to Jewellery Maker, simply contact our call centre and we'll send you a tutorial DVD and Get Started booklet, all free of charge.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Did you know that the Jewellery Maker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
When shopping with Jewellery Maker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Do you have a question that you need answering?
Well, did you know you can ask to speak to an accredited jewellery professional in our call centre?
Trained by the GIA, you can ask us any gemological question and we'll do our best to help.
We don't just sell gemstones, we know gemstones.
That's why when you buy from us, you're buying with confidence. Buy your genuine gemstones from genuine accredited jewellery professionals.
Do you know what? Dion, sorry, I know you've just gone back into the gallery. Come out here and just say what you said. Say to everyone else what you just said to me. Honestly, would you turn this woman down? I never, ever want to get on the wrong side of this woman.
Me?
Yes. What were you just saying about this?
You just really need this. You just gotta get it. You just gotta have it. I'm gonna put the graphics on and you just gotta grab it. Alright?
Honestly. So much so that I reckon even Kerry, who doesn't actually make pieces of jewellery, is actually going to buy this for herself. It's one of those things, and you just look at it and you think, I know I need this. I know I need it. I know I'm going to need it. I know I'm going to need it. Do you know you're going to need it? Yeah, you're going to need this. Irene, you're going to need this too.
Do you know, after the way you were talking about those kits, I definitely need it.
You definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Those colours together.
You need it.
Yeah.
You got to have it. Our guest designers who still are able to do craft fairs or sell their pieces of jewellery on, what is the thing which almost all of them say about their jewellery if they do craft fairs, so face-to-face sales? What do they say people do when they walk up to their craft store? What's the first thing people do? It's the first thing I do. You walk up to that craft stall, you pick up a piece of jewellery, you look at the back, see how it's been finished off. If it's not been finished off properly, if it's got a really kind of rubbishy little, insignificant, claspy thingy, stupid, then I'll just put it down and walk off. That can make the difference to whether I buy something or don't buy something. When I go into a shop, if I'm going to be spending, you know, if it's going to be a considered purchase, if it's going to be a lovely pair of jeans or an awesome coat or a jacket, first thing or a pair of shoes, I always do this with shoes, is with shoes, I will turn them upside down, I'll see what the shoes are made of, and I'll look at the sole, I'll look at the heel, I'll give the heel a bit of a wiggle if it's a high heel pair of shoes. I don't know what it is. You want to know that what you're getting is quality. With a pair of jeans, with a handbag, I'll open it up, I'll look inside, I'll look at the stitching, I'll look at the way it's finished off, I'll look to see if it's been double and interlock stitched so it's not going to fray. You want to know that the person who's made this garment or piece of jewellery cares for it as much as your, sorry, I just had a flapjack, will care for it as, has cared for it as much as you have cared enough to turn that piece of jewellery around, and as much as you will care for that jewellery for years and years and years. At the end of the day, you're being asked to part with your hard-earned cash for that piece of jewellery. It's got to be worth your while. Trust me on this. This matrix collection can and will make the difference between somebody spending the time looking at your jewellery and purchasing your jewellery and picking up a piece of jewellery, your piece of jewellery, turning it around and going, oh yeah, well, no. It is all about the finish. There's a reason why car manufacturers like Aston Martin, all of their cars are hand finished. It costs them an absolute fortune. It would be much, much, much cheaper to have all the cars finished off by robotic machines and but there is nothing that can replace the creativity and the attention to detail that a human will give, which is why cars like Bentleys, all of their seats are all hand-stitched out of the finest Napa leather, because there is nothing that can replace that attention to detail and that finish. Yes, it costs them X amount more per year than if a robot was to do it, but it's that attention to detail, it's finishing something off properly, doing it properly, that really makes a difference between good jewellery and, you know, great, you know, exceptional jewellery. Think of the most priceless jewels in the world. Think of Carl Fabergé's Fabergé eggs. What makes those so different to all these replicas that you see elsewhere? It's the attention to detail. It's the way they've been finished off. It's that eye. It's stuff like this. Now, honestly, you might be sitting at home thinking, do you know what? I've got no idea how on earth. You know, how on earth to use these. You know, you can actually rely a lot on these findings. You can make the simplest piece of jewellery you like and actually rely a lot on findings like this. Let's have a look. Okay, so in this matrix collection, it's brand new by the way, and I've got so many people there already. In this matrix collection, you've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different designs. in 3 different precious metal plated copper qualities. Each design you're going to get in silver, yellow gold and rose gold plated copper. Okay? And you're going to be getting 4 in each design. Here is your first design. Now don't forget you're going to get 4 in this design, 4 in silver, 4 in yellow gold and 4 in rose gold plated copper. Okay? First design, really simple, really gorgeous quality, just a really simple S hook. Whether you use it as a clasp, whether you use it as a connector or as a chain, I mean you can make a bracelet out of all the S hooks that you've got in this particular design from the 3 precious metal qualities, just connect them all together. So connect 4 of these and 4 of these and 4 of these ones together and you've made a beautiful bracelet. And that would be different, wouldn't it? Wow, that would definitely sell. Okay, you've also got your next design, which is this one here. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. This is probably one of my favourite ones actually. It's so big and substantial, love that. So 4 of these in silver, 4 in yellow gold, 4 in rose gold, plated copper. Here's your third design, really beautiful. It looks like a twig, don't you think? Like a stick, like a magical twig. Your next design is this one here, which has got loads of beautiful rope detailing on it. Beautiful, 4 in each precious metal one. Okay, here's your next design. Gorgeous, look at the amount of metal in that, is amazing, isn't it? Next design. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Okay. And then your final design is this one here, another really, really large one with 2 jump rings on there. An open jump ring and a soldered jump ring as well. Now, use them as clasps. That's all of them in gold. Plated copper, got all of them in rose gold plated copper and all of them in silver plated copper. So all exactly the same designs, 4 in each design in each precious metal. Gram wise, in this matrix collection, you are getting 125 grams of metal. Wow, that is a huge amount of metal running across these 80 findings. This can, and I think a lot of you will find this will make the difference between your jewellery selling and not selling. You've got to get this. You have to get this. Guest designers will be getting this. Jewellery makers, young and old, new and experienced, will be getting these. Your deal today for 80 precious metal plated copper clasps, $29.95. We've already had today, up until this point, we've already had well over a dozen texts from people who've been watching the show over the last few days and have been asking, when is this Matrix collection coming to air? Why do you think people are so eager to come in and get Matrix collections like this, Irene? What is it?
Well, first of all, you've got a beautiful already designed piece that you don't have to do a lot to because there's a feature with it already.
Yeah.
Secondly, the way it's displayed and given to you, you put that into your, you know, into your kit bag and you can go. It's all ready for you to use.
Yeah.
But you've got a variety of findings that would take you hours on the high street to be able to find.
Oh my
you
word,
couldn't
yes.
do it, could you?
Yeah, you're right actually. It saves you a lot of time searching and trawling through your local craft shops, finding findings like this. And that's a really interesting point that Irene's made there, because these findings might take you a year to get through. They might take you 2 years to get through. They might take you just a couple of days to get through. You know, if you're part of a beading group or you're going to be making jewellery with your best mate over the weekend, then you know it might take you just a weekend to get through all of these findings. It's going to save you so much time and so much energy trawling the internet, trawling through your local craft shops to be able to find findings like this. The quality you have got here, the decadence you've got here, the amount of findings you've got here is absolutely amazing. Plus you've also got your really high quality box as well, which once you've used all the findings out of it, you can put anything in there from findings to herbs and spices, and it's absolutely amazing the kind of deals you will find in comparison to the kind of deals you will find elsewhere. Just for the plastic box that these findings come in, you know, this deal is simply amazing. 80 of your findings here for $29.95. It is brand new. I've got loads of people still coming through for this. Lots and lots of positive feedback as well. Lots and lots of people making this theirs. And if you do want to multi-buy this, I'd urge you to do it, because this can make the difference between your jewellery selling and not selling. It's the first thing that I do whenever I go up to a craft stall. I pick up a piece of jewellery, I look at the back, I see how it's been finished off. If it hasn't been finished off in a really proficient, professional way, I'll put the piece of jewellery back, and that will be it. This can make the difference between your jewellery selling and not. Under £30 for 80 of your findings. I've got so many people with this in their baskets. Dion's telling me I've got about 30 people with this in their baskets. Please check your baskets out. I do not have an infinite number of these available. So many people still calling through for this. So many people calling through on our phone number and coming through on our internet. Sorry, on our website as well. Well done, every single one of you there. I've got everyone. I've got Concili, Linda, Anonymous, Frida, Elaine, Stephanie, Geraldine, Mary, Janet, Josephine, Christine, Anonymous, Raymond, Anonymous, Carol, Yeshadora, another Carol there, Beryl, Jane, Irene, Anonymous, Anita, Lizeth, Carol, Geraldine, Sarah, Sally, Maureen, Julie, Rosemary, Ninetta, Anonymous, Elizabeth, Victoria. I've got so many people still coming through for these. Well done. Make this yours today. And honestly, you will notice the difference it makes to your jewellery. Valerie, well done. You've just checked out. You will notice the difference it makes to your jewellery. It will make such a difference. You know, if you've got a beautiful piece of jewellery, Irene, that's been finished off with a beautiful clasp and it's been finished off really, really well, you will feel more confident about it, and other people will feel more confident about spending their money on it, won't they?
Well, don't forget, when you wear your jewellery, and if you've got a kit like this and there's two pieces of everything in there, which you can see there is, you will sell that jewellery because people will admire it on you and say, I love that, where did you get it from?
Yeah,
you say, thank you, I made it. Next thing you know, you've got a commission to make another piece for them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I bet you there are lots and lots of jewellery makers out there who've actually made pieces off the back of wearing something that they have made themselves. Yeah. And somebody said, oh, I love that clasp. You know you've got another 3 of those clasps in your stash. You know you've got another 3 of those in your stash, so you could replicate that piece of jewellery. Say, I can make you exactly the same piece of jewellery. I can make you exactly the same thing with exactly the same clasp. Also, if you wanted to, if you're into making things like charm bracelets or very, very easy to make bracelets, you could even display one of each of these clasps, and you could give your customers the opportunity to select the clasp that they would like to have added onto their bracelet or onto their necklace. So they feel like they're having a part of making that piece of jewellery. People love the thought of being able to finish off that piece of jewellery. You know, if they're buying something for their mum, they're giving something to their mum, you know, a piece of jewellery to their mum for their birthday, and they can say, well, I chose the clasp that went on the back of that. I chose that was going to be rose gold plated copper. I chose that big clasp going on the back of that necklace, on the back of that bracelet. And it's going to make people feel like they've had a hand in making that piece of jewellery. So by all means, display all of these findings for everyone to see and say, look, you can choose your own clasp to go onto that necklace or bracelet. But honestly, this can, and I think a lot of you will find, it will make the difference between you selling your jewellery and not. People still checking out, Jennifer, Sharon, Brian, Nulala, Christine, Shirley, Anne, another Anne with an E there, Patricia, Sheila, Elaine, Mary, Phil, Rosalind, Anne, Amelia, Mary, Anonymous, Lind, Florence, Carol, Dorothy, another Anonymous there, Shirley, Melanie, Geraldine, loads and loads and loads of people making these theirs today. I'm so pleased for you. And it's one of those deals that I reckon this time next month people will still be talking about this Matrix collection. Honestly, it is going to be that useful. It will make that much of a difference. And please send us your text, send us your feedback as well. If you've come through to get one of these Matrix collections before, maybe not necessarily with clasp, but you know, with whatever findings, let us know what your thoughts have been. Let us know what pieces of jewellery you've made. Let us know what a difference it's made to when you've come to sell that piece of jewellery. That's our text slide there, and standard network charges apply, just so you know, and start the text off with JM Studio. We've got lots of text coming through. Lorraine in Lincolnshire, this Matrix is brilliant. A simple piece of jewellery made by beginners and experienced alike using these beautiful clasps will always look stunning. Simple. Thanks for that, Lorraine. You're speaking a lot of truth there. And Lorraine's also said, make beautiful bracelets or necklaces by linking them together. Yeah, she's right. Yeah, it doesn't need to be
complicated. You could just use findings. You don't have to use loads and loads and loads of these together. Sorry, you don't have to use these with gemstones if you don't want to. Connect all these together. These smaller ones would make a great necklace or a bracelet, don't you think? And then alternate between the rose gold and the yellow gold. Plated copper, and yeah, there you go. Mixing precious metals up is always a good thing to do, isn't it? It's always a good thing to do.
But don't forget, they've actually got the container as well. So when you have used all your stash up, you've got your container as another storage, and that's about a £5 container, isn't it?
Definitely, absolutely, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you know, Irene's right. You know, these kind of containers on their own, they're not inexpensive for us to get here at Jewellery Maker, and I tell you what, to get elsewhere, they're certainly not inexpensive, especially because they're built for purpose. So you've got these lovely little lids which all close shut, but you can also take each one of these rows off if you want to as well. So you've got a nice open box as well. Lovely. Awesome, well done everyone. Right, okay. Don't go anywhere. It's coming up to midday. Midday. It's time for your spotlight deal. Oh, an amazing strand of gemstones here. Scott Stone, find him on Facebook. Here's our manager. He's sitting upstairs. We were both ogling over this strand this morning. Both Scott and I are huge fans of green amethyst. Oh, it's one of my all-time favourite green gemstones. My top green gemstones, well, amethyst, sorry, emerald is my favourite gemstone in the world. It's also my birthstone, which is next month, if anyone's looking for any last-minute present ideas for me. Sowing the seed. John, husband, if you're watching. Emerald, earrings maybe. Okay. Closely followed by green amethyst and then malachite. Those are my probably top 3 green gemstones. Absolutely love them. This is so easy for me because green amethyst, green amethyst elsewhere. Let's talk about green amethyst elsewhere. I've shown you amethyst today in purple, and I've shown you citrine as well. Both those gemstones have had lovely, lovely colour. They've both had a fibrous quality going through them, haven't they? It's highly unusual to get quartz with a really, really clear quality. The only quartz that I can think of that you kind of more often than not get a lovely clarity with is gemstones like quartz members like Smokey Quartz. But everything from rose quartz to purple amethyst to citrine, you're going to get a fibrous quality. Think of rutilated quartz, that's full of fibres and rutilated inclusions. Green amethyst on Jewellery Maker is, I'm yet to find a single place in the world that can offer green amethyst that looks better than the green amethyst we provide you with on Jewellery Maker. I'm yet to find anywhere. And I do a lot of searching on my local high street. Stratford-upon-Avon, where I live, is a tourist town, and they have got just dozens and dozens and dozens of jewellers. They've got a very, very nice jewellers there as well, run by a family, they have some of the most exceptional pieces of jewellery in the world there that I've ever seen. And the green amethyst they have is probably the closest to this green amethyst. Believe you and I, though, price points in their windows start from quadruple figures and go upwards. They specialise in diamonds and tanzanite and emeralds and pre-loved jewellery, and oh my word, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Green amethyst from Jewellery Maker, I'm yet to find just imagine getting that in a jewellery box. I mean, I've got my birthday coming up in May. Don't know if I've mentioned that already on today's show, but imagine your birthday. Imagine your birthday, whenever it is. Imagine opening a jewellery box and discovering something in it that looks as decadent, as sparkly as that. I mean, that is just... Is there anything, Irene, that looks more decadent than this? I don't think there is.
That's like an amazing waterfall as you open up the actual container that it would be in, and you need just one finding and you don't need to do anything else to that.
No.
It speaks for itself. It's gorgeous.
That is a testament to the lapidrist. It's a testament to Mother Nature, because what you've got here is hand faceted perfection, in my opinion. I'm yet to find a single other outlet that can offer you green amethyst of the calibre that we bring you on Jewellery Maker. And you know what? It goes hand in hand with something else, because I'm yet to find another outlet that can offer you this calibre of green amethyst, or anything close to this calibre of green amethyst, for the price points we offer, because there is nowhere that I've managed to find, even our sister channels, that can bring you green amethyst of this calibre for this price here.
Wow.
I'm not the only one, am I? I'm not the only one who's thinking that, because I pop this up to my neckline. This, as Irene said, you wouldn't need to do anything else with this. Just that, on a single beautiful chain going around your neck. I think you would be absolutely bonkers to sell that for £22.95p. I think you'd have to look at kind of tripling that price, closer to 60, 70, 80 pounds, maybe heading towards 100 pounds. You know, if you're going to sell it for 80, you may as well sell it for 100. Of this quality, of this calibre, with this level of brilliance. And you're not going to get this level of brilliance and this level of sparkle and this level of adamantine lustre from any old green amethyst. This has got to be top quality, you know, pretty much flawless green amethyst, which is exactly what we're offering you here. Time and time and time and time and time again, I'm amazed at the quality we can bring you on Jewellery Maker. Beautiful. Absolutely sensational. Lots of you coming through to get this on the web, lots of you coming through to get this on the phone lines. It is one of the most glamorous gemstones we can bring you on Jewellery Maker. And what would I put this with gemstone wise? Smokey Quartz. You know that Smokey Quartz that we took down to, what was it, £6.95 today? It's ridiculous, wasn't it? Have a look at it with the Smokey Quartz. In fact, if I get the Smokey Quartz with it, you wouldn't need much, just maybe 2 or 3 of the Smokey Quartz. I'm just going to show them next to each other. If I just do that, you'll get kind of a vague idea of what they might look like together. See, I love that, Irene.
Oh,
How
yeah.
classic is that?
That is very nice.
Very, very classic.
Yeah.
Maybe with some white pearls or some champagne pearls as well.
Yeah, champagne.
Yeah.
Champagne pearl.
Yeah. Absolutely glorious. You look at the quality of what you can get on Jewellery Maker. And honestly, do you know what? 12 months ago, we wouldn't have been able to bring you this kind of green amethyst. It's because of you that we're able to bring you this, because you come to us back again, month in, month out, week in, week out, day in, day out, and we can buy gemstones like this at even more competitive price points, which means we can bring them to you at even more competitive price points, which means you buy more, which means you buy 2 or 3 instead of just 1, which means we're making gemstones more accessible and more affordable for everyone, which is our aim. Absolutely amazing. That is Mother Nature. She is incredible, isn't she? Beautiful quality. I've got loads of you multi-buying. I've got people coming through from all over the world coming through to get this. Debbie in New Jersey's come through to get this strand, as has Deborah in Pennsylvania, as has Anita in Norfolk, and Sharon in Essex, and June in London, and Louise in Manchester, and Susan in Berkshire, Anonymous in Essex, Anonymous in West Yorkshire. Loads and loads and loads of people, lots of multi-bidders as well. Do check your baskets out. Quality like this is not typical of the quality you can get. It's not typical of the quality you get elsewhere. I'd like to say it is typical of the green amethyst you can get on Jewellery Maker, but I have to say, elsewhere I can't vouch for the kind of quality you get elsewhere. And I really do search to see if I can find green amethyst, you know, of this kind of calibre. I use this as the benchmark of the kind of quality we can bring you on Jewellery Maker. We've got this gemstone so right. Well done, everyone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, I've also got to just announce the Wall of Fame winner and runner-up, just purely because we couldn't find the winner's surname. So, runner-up this week, winning £50 credit to their Jewellery Maker account, is Fran Porter. Congratulations, Fran. And the winner is Brenda Brooks from Norfolk.
Oh.
We get quite a few texts from Brenda in Norfolk, or is it Beverly from Norfolk? Might be Beverly from Norfolk. Anyway, Brenda Brooks from Norfolk, you've won £100 credit to your Jewellery Maker account, so congratulations to you, my darling. Well done. Awesome. Right. Another text coming through. Louise in Manchester. That price is bonkers for that strand. I buy wholesale, and you would not get that strand for less than £40.
There you go.
That's wholesale. That is wholesale. £40 wholesale. So what price are you going to put it up? What price are you going to put it up to if you're selling it retail from wholesale?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Whiz.
Yeah. At least.
You've got to make it worth your while, haven't you?
You've got to double that. You've got to, haven't you?
But if you saw this strand, okay, Irene, if you were sitting at home right now and you saw this strand on screen on Jewellery Maker, let's double the price of this at £45.
Yeah.
I'd still come through and get it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so. And the other thing is that what I don't think people can see there as much as is the way that the clarity there. I mean, we always see it on the screen, but not as good. But the way that the stones have been balanced either side, I love it. Just really, really love it. It's. I would pay 45 easy for that. Easily. Yeah,
And the lady just texted in saying, you know, £40 wholesale. So if you double that price, that's £80 for the strand. Even at £80 for a quality like this, amazing, isn't it? Right, okay.
Fab.
We've got the final few bundles of the show. We've got a lot to get through. I'm not going to lie to you. Where are we going to go? 6th. My shell pearl bundle. Oh, I saw this in the schedule this morning, and I thought she better play that. She better play that. Faceted shell pearl rounds. Faceted shell pearl rounds. Highly polished shell pearl rounds. What about with the green amethyst we've just done? Boom! Yeah, look at that, with the green amethyst. Oh, that's gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shell pearl bundle here. 6, 10 and 14mm rounds. Faceted, faceted, unfaceted. It's going to be an amazing price point. You're going to love it. This is all beautiful shell pearl, and oh my word, it's going to give you an amazing price point. Here it is, £12.95p. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, wow, those shell pearls, they're really big, they're really substantial. Have I got clasps that are going to be big enough and substantial enough to use with it? With the Matrix collection you have. Oh my word. The Matrix collection that we literally brought to you a few seconds ago with a clasp like that. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely 100%. And shell pearl, you know what, you've got a beautiful quality here, a lovely satiny smooth quality, and it is really nice and light as well. If you're looking for that perfect pearl quality, you're looking for that perfect round quality, but your budget doesn't necessarily stretch to hundreds and hundreds and possibly even thousands of pounds for genuine freshwater culture pearls that will be of, you know, these kind of sizes, then absolutely come through and get this now. £12.95. Well done. Loads of people coming through to get this. You've got that 30-day money-back guarantee as well, which is absolutely brilliant. Well done, well done, well done. Under £15 for 3 strands of gorgeous, glorious lemon pie shell pearls. Well done, everyone. Gorgeous. Next. What, this one here? Oh, I've been waiting for this. Okay, right. I've got a clasp coming up now. This is going to cause pandemonium on the phone lines and the web, by the way. Just so you know. Oh, wow, that is super strong. Okay, so what do we got here? Well, it's a gorgeous 925 sterling silver lobster claw clasp. And then it's got this thing on the bottom. What's this? What's this thing? What's this? It's a magnet. Have a look at this. Look how strong this is. Wow! How amazing is that? Your very own magnetic clasp. You've got a lovely little link on the bottom here, which you can attach chain onto or charm onto as well. But what an awesome clasp. I'll just undo it. So you just pull it apart gently. Okay, and look how strong this is. Look how that's being drawn. Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? I just love it. Absolutely incredible. 925 sterling silver. Loads and loads and loads of precious metal running all the way through this. We are going to give you an amazing price point for this. We've got to bring the price point on screen relatively soon. This should be your price point today, £15.95p. It's not going to be a deal. No, we're going to go even lower. Here's your deal today for your 925 sterling silver magnetic clasp, £9.95p. Now, why would I find a magnetic clasp like this useful? Well, if you've got dexterity issues, then this is going to be really, really nice and useful because, of course, you can just pull the piece of jewellery apart rather than having to deal with little clasps. Also, if you have little ones, if you have toddlers, Hattie, my little 19-month-old, loves pulling on things, earrings, necklaces, bracelets, anything that you've got on. If they pull on something and it's got a clasp, i.e. a bolt ring clasp, then you run the risk of the piece of jewellery breaking or the clasp breaking. With a magnetic piece of jewellery, all that's going to happen is the clasp is just going to come apart like that. It's not going to break anything. These have really got, these have really become very, very popular on Jewellery Maker over the last few months. Lots of people coming through to get these. Have you used our magnetic clasps at all, Irene?
I haven't, but I can hear from what you've just done how strong they are.
Yeah, it's really strong.
Yeah, but I haven't seen them actually, and I really do like them. I absolutely love magnetic clasps.
Well, these clasps are, this clasp here is absolutely 100% brand new. It should have been $15.95, it's now $9.95. How would you use it? Is there any particular design, or is it for anybody? Why do you think this is particularly useful as a clasp, it being magnetic?
Well, I think the parts that you've just covered is ideal, but I like the idea. I think that would be great for a chainmail because it would hold the weight.
Nice, yeah, lovely thought, yeah.
Definitely. But also I like the idea of that as an add-on to a long necklace. So if I've got a nice chain, and then if I added that on with some sort of nice drop feature, I think it could take the cope, you know, the scale of that strength for it. But I think I'd have a nice beautiful bracelet and make that feature because I like it.
Also, you could do it this way up and have interchangeable pieces, interchangeable necklaces, interchangeable charms. You know, because you've got the lobster claw clasp there, you can make your interchangeable pieces there. Well done, $9.95. Loads of people still coming through for that. We've got to move on. Ooh, which one, sorry? Lovely findings here. I've got 2 bags of findings here. Check these out. Silver plated copper findings, 2 lots of them, approximately 220 silver plated copper findings. Are you getting 2 of this pack? Okay, so you're going to be getting 2 packs of findings that look like this. 3 varieties of head pins, 2 varieties of earring findings. You're going to be getting a T-bar, you're going to be getting a toggle clasp that looks like that, which I love, which actually Irene used in one of her kits today to make little dragonfly wings, which is gorgeous. Lovely hoopy earring findings. Spacer beads. All of this is ×2, don't forget. Gorgeous heart-shaped toggle. That's beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous. We've also got another toggle here. Heart-shaped topped head pins. Sorry about keeping them in the bags, just purely for ease and for time. 3 different varieties of head pins. A metre of chain. Okay, now these findings packs are brilliant. They really, really are fantastic. In each findings pack, you're going to be getting approximately 110 silver plated copper findings. They're both exactly the same findings pack, so it's basically everything in one findings pack ×2. Okay, these findings packs on their own are normally, what price are they normally? Are they really? Seriously? Can you do that? These findings packs are normally $6.95 on their own. Today, Dion's done 2 loads of them for $9.95. What are you doing? Do you know this happens every single show? Last half an hour of the show, Dion starts to panic, or Kim starts to panic, and they start doing stupid deals like this. Each one of these findings packs, that findings pack there, should be $6.95 in its own. You're then going to be getting another one of those findings packs. It's like buy one, get one for half price. That is better than half price. That is amazing. You need to have loads of findings, don't you, Irene? You've got to have loads of findings. Unless you're going to be making stretchy bracelets from here to eternity, you've got to have loads of findings. And this is such a great way of buying them, isn't it?
Sets your jewellery off. It's the finishing of it is very, very important.
And do you know what, Irene? There's no other company that I've found. I mean, I've done quite a bit of research on this, where I've been looking for findings packs like this that give you this amount of variety, that gives you not 2 or 3 little head pins, but gives you a really great variety of things like head pins and crimp beads and jump rings, and puts them all together in one findings pack. Normally, if you buy your findings off the internet, you'll normally have to buy 5,000 head pins or 5,000 crimp beads. My budget doesn't stretch that far. Your budget might not stretch that far either. So to bring you a much more manageable amount of findings, albeit a huge amount of findings, but a much more manageable amount of findings for such a fantastic price point is amazing. And it's something that I haven't managed to find anywhere else. In fact, the only other place I managed to find was one morning when I was looking through the internet and I thought, goodness me, we've got a competitor out there. No, it was off Jewellery Maker's website. That's, you know, I literally have not been able to find anywhere else that offers you this amount of findings for these kind of prices. And if you're brand new to jewellery making, this is perfect for you. Yes, it is a lot of findings. Don't forget, all these findings are explained in your booklet and in your Get Started with Jewellery Maker DVD as well. Oh my word, so many people still coming through for these. Keep coming through for all these deals. We're just trying to cram as many deals into the last 12 minutes of the show as we possibly can do. Well done, everyone. Okay. Next. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, not doing this. Oh great. Well, it's too late now. You do realise we've got Irene in today, who is like the lace queen.
I love the colour. I know you haven't shown me yet, but I do like the colour. Beautiful.
Irene, you are going to be spitting feathers over this.
Nice.
The last time we did a deal on lace like this, I was actually really embarrassed by the price point. I think it was with Gemma Crow, and honestly, Gemma Crow just stood there, just. This is ridiculous. Right, okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold your horses! Stop it! No! Stop it! Okay. Oh. I can't even look at that. This should be $9.95 for 5 pieces of sparkly gold lace. Dion has taken it to £6.95p.
Go Dion, go Dion.
That is just don't you start egging her on. This is ridiculous. £6.95p for 5 pieces of sparkly gold lace. The quality's amazing. You ask any one of our guest designers. Sarah Elvin went nuts when she saw that we took 5 pieces of lace to $9.95. When I think, do you know what? I think in some haberdasheries, I think you struggle to get this piece of lace for $9.95, let alone $6.95.
That's beautiful.
I mean, it just should not be at this price point. It just shouldn't be. These pieces of lace here, which you can cut down into different motifs and different designs, and it's not going to unravel. The quality is absolutely astonishing. It's been finished off beautifully. It's been designed beautifully. Oh my word. Whatever you want to do with this, whether you want to set it into resin, whether you want to incorporate it into a tablecloth or into a christening gown or into a whatever, you are working with beautiful lace here that doesn't deserve to be $6.95. And honestly, for this kind of quality of lace, I think you would struggle to get lace of this kind of quality elsewhere for $6.95. Amazing. Well done, everyone. That is amazing, amazing, amazing. Well done. Gorgeous quality. Well done, everyone. Beautiful. Sorry, say again, sweetie. Yeah. Wire. 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 You wanna. Okay, wire deal for you now. Just forget that deal happened, yeah? Got loads of people still coming through for it. Slip of the finger. That. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just not mention it. Okay, right, okay, purple wire here. 50 metres of purple coloured silver plated copper wire, really? Ooh! Okay. I didn't know we even did this. Wow. Beautiful purple wire here, really, really dark purple. It's 0.8 millimetres engaged, so great for your wirework rings, for making your frames, for some of your more structural work. Although it's not as structural as 1 millimetre gauge wire, there's still quite a lot of give in it, and you'll be able to make you'll be able to use it for some of the finer details as well. It's a lovely mid-range kind of wire. You're getting 50 metres here in total. Just remembering what Irene said a little bit earlier on in the show about purple being, you know, the most popular colour that she sells. It's a lovely, lovely colour with the amethyst we bought you earlier on. Yeah, stunning, stunning. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, doesn't that work? Beautiful. This amethyst strand is now at the bottom of your screen. You've got 50 metres in total of 0.8mm gauge, purple coloured, silver plated copper wire. That's amazing. This is the price point that it should be. For 50 metre wire, and this is our brand new wire that is even more flexible, is even more forgiving, is even more beautiful and workable and pliable. Today, £9.95 for 50 metres of your wire. Isn't that incredible? Yeah, I know. It's amazing, isn't it? These deals are just incredible today. Do you use much wire, Irene?
I love wire.
Do you?
Yeah.
And what do you think of the new kind of quality of wire that we've had through recently?
I was going to say the wire that you've got there, the depth is richer as well.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, absolutely.
Like you said, it feels more easier to manipulate and shape, and that definitely beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Gorgeous. We haven't skimped on kind of strength or anything. It's got the same kind of strength, it's got the same kind of quality to it, but it is just even more pliable, even more workable, and so much more easy to manipulate. But I mean, the last quality of wire that we had was absolutely amazing. This is even more incredible though. It's just beautiful. 50 metres there for £9.95. Well done, everyone. Right, where are we going now, Dion? Yeah? Here we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, creamy coloured shell pearl here. This is beautiful. Again, you know, like I was saying a little bit earlier on, if you want to get that perfect pearl shape, but your budget doesn't necessarily stretch to buying perfect round pearls, this is a great way of doing it. And do you know what? Just something as simple as, boom, actually no, with all three, stuff it, let's do it. Do you like that? I love it. Especially with all that hair. There we go. See? That looks like $1 million, doesn't it? The most wonderful colour. Great if you've got fair skin, because of course it's not going to be too harsh against your skin like white might be. Perfect if you've got olivey skin or darker skin, because it's going to bring out those wonderful peachy tones in your complexion. It's got something in it for everyone, this has. Champagne shell pearl in 8, 10 and 12mm rounds. When you use shell pearl in your jewellery, are you talking to me? No. When you use your shell pearl in your jewellery, you are probably going to be able to make the most remarkable discovery. And that discovery is getting something from Jewellery Maker for just a few pounds that you can easily sell on with a making a huge amount of money on top of it. And that's not, I'm not trying to say, you know, trick people out of their money, but with shell pearl, how much is this bundle? Does this bundle, okay, does this at the neckline look like a necklace that you would spend, oh, I don't know, £20 on? No way. £50? No. £100? You're getting closer to the kind of price point that I would kind of maybe market this at. With those gorgeous triple strand sliding clasps we bought you earlier on, perfect. If that was in a boutique with a triple figure price tag, that would be wonderful, wouldn't it? This doesn't look like a necklace that costs £9.95, does it?
Oh.
That's your price point for the entire bundle. Honestly, I think I'm yet to find another gemstone that looks so unlike. It bears no similarities at all to the price point this is sold at. It's one of those gems, isn't it? You instantly look at it, Irene, and you think that's a couple of £100.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah.
Not that's £9.95.
That's mad, that is. That's
And
really
if it was
mad
genuine
pricing.
freshwater culture pearls, you know, round pearls, goodness me, you'd be looking at, you know, quadruple figures. You really would, you'd have to. But I'm yet to find another gemstone that I think gives jewellery makers the amount of satisfaction of being able to make a piece of jewellery that looks so expensive and so opulent.
And if you go to the high street and you try and get those 3 sizes to match in a shop together to make one necklace and mix and match the sizes, you're not going to do it. It'll take you forever.
No.
It would take you forever.
Not with shell pearl, and Irene's talking, you know, specifically about shell pearl. For plastic, yeah, you might be able to, but have you ever bought plastic simulant pearls? I did when I was younger.
Yeah.
I bought some from a high street shop, not Old Look, but the other one, and after about, I sprayed perfume on, and I wore, and they were just plastic. After about a week of wearing them, all the coating had peeled off, and they were awful, absolutely rubbish. Yes, these aren't genuine freshwater culture pearls, they're shell pearl, but what you've essentially got is shell which has been reformed into that perfect pearl shape. Essentially what you're getting is something that's made from a genuine gemstone. Okay, Andrew in South Yorkshire, shell pearls with the S class from earlier looks stunning. Yeah, exactly. With the Matrix collection that we bought you for $29.95, you know, pick any of the S hooks. I'd probably pick something like that. I think these deserve a nice big chunky clasp. That with those,
nice, yeah.
Amazing. $29.95 for your 80 class in your Matrix collection there. Stephen, the Matrix collection's at the bottom of your screen at $29.95, by the way. Stephen says, been lovely with the lemon shell pearls on the show before. Yeah. Really different colour. Look at that, you can see the different colour, can't you? These are much more yellowy, much more of a kind of a custardy colour, whereas these are more champagne-y. Beautiful, aren't they? Well done. You know, I'm yet to find another gemstone that gives our jewellery makers a sense of satisfaction of making something that looks like $1 million and it only costs them a tenner. Amazing. Well done. Right. Irene, I'm coming over.
Okay.
Have you had fun with your challenge?
I've loved it. I've
you
got
have.
absolutely loads left as well.
I want to see this necklace that you've been making because I was looking at it over the first couple of kits. Yeah,
okay.
this one here.
Yeah, do you remember we talked about the different size of our stones, and I thought it'd be nice just to balance them and just put them together, and it's simple but it's really effective.
You could wear that every single day, couldn't you? And that is a design which is classic, simple, elegant. It's never going to tie, that design. It's beautiful. This one here is lovely as well. Got a really lovely, elegant quality because you've got graduated gemstones. Irene's been able to make this lovely graduated V design. Really classic. That's pretty as well.
I just made a bail out of this one, so I just did a right angle weave and looped it over, so it was adding about 14 beads and then connecting it, so brought it up, brought it back on itself, connected it round there, and then just made a loop to put it in, and then threaded it through one of our beautiful chains.
And it looks great with the silver as well.
Oh, yeah.
Irene, when are you next with us?
20th.
Perfect. Is that a Monday, did you say?
I think it's the 20th.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm either on a morning or a midday, I can't remember.
Awesome. So Irene's next going to see you on the 20th. I'm going to see you tomorrow. I'm with Jan tomorrow. I think we've got some pearls on tomorrow's show. I'm not entirely sure. But tune in now to watch Becky and the lovely Fleur for some awesome chainmail pieces. Irene, it's been brilliant to work with you for the first time. Take care.
Bless.
Take care, everyone. And tune in for the Design Inspiration Show now with Becky and Fleur. See ya.
Bye.